Hello, hello. Get in here, family. Happy Wednesday. We got some things to discuss and some people to talk about. So y'all come on, get comfortable. Please hit the like button. I know I didn't set this live up in time. Whoop me later. But right now we got to talk. Y'all come in and hit the like button. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Please, please, please get comfortable. Get comfortable. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mm. Y'all, this has been one heck of a Wednesday. It's been one heck of a Wednesday. Y'all come in and get comfortable. We got to talk about some stuff. We do. We do. There's been some things that took place. More gossip about that reboot situation over there with RHOA. So, we got to get into that. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about it. I have a theory. Y'all know I be having theories. It don't mean I'm right, but I be having some thoughts and theories and stuff. So I got a couple theories on that. We got to talk about that. Um, who said what said who, and who probably lying, who might not be lying, and who might be telling the truth. You know what I'm saying, Cheryl? I see you got your crown back, girl. Also, we gotta have a little chit chat, a little chatter chit about Krishan Rock and DJ Academy, because baby, she had a thing or two to say. Um, and a couple other things, but we definitely got to talk about what's going on over there at Down to the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because them people clearly done lost their minds, and we got something to say. All us got something to say. So y'all come on in here and get comfortable. Let me greet everybody, because y'all know I ain't gonna stay too long, because I know for a fact that y'all got some opinions on this stuff. I know y'all do. So let's see who we got up in here. Quiet Storm 87. What's going on, sis? Good to see you. Nacho Twins mama in the house. Hello, hello. All right, Kia Cocoa Pop. That's my boo. Say popping in. All right, happy hump day. I hope y'all hit that like button, please. It's important. I need that little push into the algorithm. Help your girl out. It's the beautiful Bianca Edwards. She say happy Thursday. Bianca, you skipping days? Girl, don't you take no day from me. I'm getting old. I need all the days I can get. She done took us to Thursday. But she showed right about that like button. Y'all hit it now. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit it and hold it. Mm-mm. Hit it and hold it. Okay? Who else we got up in here? Who else we got up in here? Y'all, please be hitting that button. My boo, U.S. Army Brad, how are you? It's good to see you. Y'all, listen, she wants y'all to hit the like button too. I keep telling y'all, great minds think alike. We got Lala Chanel in the house. Hey, Bookie. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Sharon White. Hey, sis. Oh, I got to talk to y'all about some other stuff too, because we got some events coming up. We took a break from the events. I think we needed a break just because, like, we were all getting back into our regularly scheduled lives after being locked indoors. But girl, we got some events coming up, and we got to talk about that too, because I'm kind of excited. So we will be having a family meeting probably tomorrow for those of you with the crown by your name, because we got a plan for our events coming up for the fall and the winter. I am excited. I can't wait to sit down with y'all and talk. This is gonna be so good. We got G Darling in the house. Hey, how you doing? The beautiful and gorgeous Nisi Rose, the Ghanaian bombshell, is in the house, y'all. We got Dana Cutler, Miss Steelers Nation up in here, Miss Black and Yellow, DS in the house. Hey, girl. Darren Hood, what up, cuzzo? All right, you coming to visit with the crew. We appreciate you. We glad to see you. Love when our kin folks come over. We got Vita here from Denver, y'all. She on the swing, honey. She on the swing. Yes, she is. Cheryl done picked her crown back up and adjusted it. Yes, she did. Hey, Jazzy J, what's happening? How you doing? I'm trying to click on Jazzy J. It won't let me. StreamYard acting ignorant. Say, I just got off work about to pour a drink. I know that's right. You got your drink and your two-step, your drink and your two-step. I ain't mad. When I get off of here, I'm gonna get one too. Bet you that. Don't go to sleep, child, because we got to talk. We got to talk about some stuff. Don't go to sleep yet. Go to sleep later. Not right now, girl. Not right now. We got to get into some things. Oh yes. You say Sonya even posted something about all them reports. Yeah, it's a lot being said, Darren. It's a whole lot being said. So we would be wrong if we didn't address it. We would be wrong if we didn't address it. So we're gonna address it real quick since they won't quit talking about it. I'm personally, if I'm being honest, I'm more interested in seeing what they're gonna do. Because all this he said, she said, I heard, somebody told me, we don't know who telling the truth. I want to see what they're gonna do. Hey, Miss Sparkle, y'all, it's our resident Mary Kay lady. Hey, dog. The Mac is in the house. Return of the Mac. Okay, Andrew Mac up in here. How you doing? Hello. Shani. Hey, girl. We got Angel Gamer in the house. My sis Marilyn is here. Angel Gamer, I'm glad you caught this one too, girl. I seen it. I'm glad you caught it. I'm glad you caught it. We got my sis Rochelle in the house. All right, yet up in here. Okay, you getting to the bag, but you tuned in. Well, go on get to the bag, girl. Go on get to the bag. I ain't mad at a bag. All right. You doing well with a Chanel, or you over there working at a Birkin? What you doing? Hey, Jen S. How you doing? Hey, Vet. I'm trying to hit Vet. BJ Dez in the house. All right. There go Vet. How you doing, girl? Mm-hmm. Let me see. I think I done hit everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know the rules. Anybody come in, y'all please, if I don't get a chance to greet them, y'all please greet them. Please and thank you. We want everybody to feel welcome. No personal attacks, personal comments toward each other unless it's love. And if y'all gonna argue in the chat, argue about who love each other the most. Like that's what we need you to argue about. No, I love you more. No, I love you more. It's also allowed to argue about who's prettier. You're prettier. No, you're prettier. All of those things are allowed. All of those things are above board. Okay. So moral of the story, everybody be respectful, have fun. We can disagree, but tongue and teeth fall out and family don't. Okay. If you want to cuss, help yourself. Just misspell your cuss words. It ain't Sunday school, but we still got to deal with YouTube. So y'all make sure you misspell your cuss words. And if y'all get to acting real crazy, the reflection corner is open. We have some good Urshas in the reflection corner. They're going to keep them chairs organized. If you get sent to the reflection corner, you done said something real crazy. And we might be laughing with you, but you're going to take them 30 seconds and think about what you just typed. Hey, Nano. I know that's right. You done caught another live. So let's get it. Let's go. First of all, let me say this. Now, y'all ain't got to worry about me keeping you 3, 4, and 5 hours, mainly speaking, because I am going to the daiquiri hut. I'm going to drive through the daiquiri shack, and I'm going to get a good one. I think I want a peach one today. After the nonsense that I've just watched on Love and Hip Hop, I need it. Because Erica Mena done raised my blood pressure. So we're going to talk about that tramp. Tiffany, hey, girl, she said, happy hump day. I know that's right. I'm going to need it. After this foolishness. You say you think you want to go to the corner. Lord, y'all, the corner is supposed to help you reflect. I feel like y'all go to that corner and come out worse. Now, that's how I feel. I feel like y'all go in the corner, huddle up, and figure out some more crazy stuff to say when you get out. That's what I be thinking. I think y'all go in there and plot up something else crazy to say. Hey, happy to be happy. Auntie Eva, we glad you made it, girl. So listen. Uh-oh, cream of wheat. Not cream of wheat. What's happening? How you doing? Okay, so listen. Couple of things before we get to, the dragging of Skeletor. Because Skeletor is going to be dragged. Oh, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Y'all know her as Erica Mena, but we gonna drag Skeletor. Yeah, we gonna drag Dr. Sticks in a minute. But we got some things we need to get to real quick. First of all, First of all, this is Wednesday, according to Miss Charlene. Wednesday is the deadline to add people to the prayer list, right? We all heard her announcement, and we're gonna govern ourselves accordingly. So I'm gonna need y'all to add Mitch McConnell to the prayer list. He done froze up again, y'all. He was talking and he just done froze the hell up. Now, last time he didn't want to tell y'all why he froze. I don't think he gonna tell us this time either. Being honest, I don't think he keeping secrets. I think that he just don't know. So y'all add Mitch McConnell to the prayer list. Add Turtle to the prayer list. He got some special things going on. So prayers for Turtle, Mitch McConnell. Okay. So hopefully he don't freeze up no more. Either that, they can take him to one of them homes to get him an at-home nurse. That man looked like he's 4 days older than death itself. And hopefully, they will let him go and sit in a lazy boy with a nice lap throw. With a nice little lap throw. Lord, DS say Mitch need a scooter. He do. Where is your scooter? Oh, Mitch. Oh, evil Mitch. All that money you done got on insider trading, Lord, he still couldn't buy extra life. Look at it. Po Mitch. So y'all add Mitch to the prayer list. Another person y'all need to the prayer list is Asian Doll. Yes, Lord. I don't know what condition she has, but she clearly has one. Y'all add her to the prayer list too. Nacho Twins mama say I ain't gonna be able to do it. Mitch can go on the dark down under. Y'all need to add him to the prayer list now. He in trouble. Nisa say, I just seen that. What's going on with your uncles? I don't know what's going on with their uncles, girl. I don't know what's wrong with their uncles. Y'all need to pray for y'all uncles. Auntie Eva say Mitch froze again. He might have PD. Either way, he need to step down. I don't think he can step anywhere. Down, up, to the side. They need to wheel him somewhere. Just wheel him off. Hey, DM Rocks. Say Spice was wrong. Bring Erica's son. Erica did not need to call Spice a monkey and make monkey noises and wish death on her. I mean, at the end of the day, Spice came in there mad. But we're going to talk about that. It don't matter what happens. We'll get to that later because we ain't talking about that yet. I will drag Skeletor in a minute. Nano say, where is Grandpa's family? Somebody take that man and put him to bed. I'm telling you, because y'all talking about step down. This man can barely step at all. Him can barely step at all. Barely step it out. So y'all add him to the prayer list. Little Asian Doll. I knew something was wrong with her from the beginning when she first started calling herself Asian, and she's a chocolatey brown. I'm not sure what sort of Asian that's supposed to be. Maybe she means she like Asian food. I'm not sure. Asian people do her nails. I don't know. But this baby is she definitely need to be added to the prayer list. Now it was late last week or over the weekend. They were making comments about her OnlyFans, and she was showing that she made 74, I think 73 or 74 something $1,000 in a day and everything. And then some young man came online to critique her OnlyFans. I say, oh my Lord, this isn't going well. Mind you, while he's critiquing her OnlyFans, we see in his screenshot where he was still asking to meet up with her. So a man will insult you and then turn around and try to offer to meet up with you. I don't know. The new world confuses me. So now, this po baby, Lord have, I don't know what's wrong with her. This po baby is now on the internet responding to stuff that wasn't never said to her. I don't think nobody said nothing to her. She just decided to tweet and said, hoes in Atlanta because they rent cheap. I moved to New York in a penthouse. Please stop talking to me. I'm not sure who she was talking to, but I can tell you the comment section laid her to rest. The comment section laid her to rest. They done call this girl all types of stupid, slow, remedial, like they did everything but bundle her up and push her head first onto a short bus. So y'all add her to your prayer list. They clowning her. They basically telling her this ain't no matter of fact. Let me not say basically. Let me tell you what these people is saying to this girl. Okay. Oh Lord, the comments, Jesus. This one says, cheaper than New York, of course. They're paying $3,000 a month for a darn closet. She ain't flexing with that tweet. One, you're kind of known, so you should have bread. Plus, she probably talking to regular people living regular lives. They had some cuss words, but you know. This one says flexing for contributing more to capitalism is wild. Um, wow. This one says, and that one the cussing is too bad. This one said, but if you still paying rent, let's focus on getting your credit together. This one goes on to say, who needs a vending machine? This one goes on to say, how you flexing about not owning property? Like it backfired and it really didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Like this went sideways real bad. So y'all add her to the prayer list. Po little Asian. Jazzy say, oh, absolutely they will. Yeah, they laid her to rest in the comments. I read y'all the clean ones, the ones that were decent. It didn't work. Yeah, the young man who tried to embarrass her, I think his pride was really hurt. It should have been. Oh, all right, Dana. Mac, your internet acting up. It be like that. It be like that. Okay. For those of you who were wondering who sent texts and emails, my babies that are in Florida are perfectly okay. They the storm did not do as much as we thought it could have done coming inland. So they're fine. Thanks and thank you to everybody who asked. I appreciate that. Ashley is here. So listen. Listen. Next up, real quick. Ashley mentioned the FNN report yesterday real quick. They say now they saying thousands of children is missing in Maui. We know who got them if anybody got them. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want nobody to get me. But you know, pray for them kids and hopefully the people return them people children. Now that we all looking. And y'all man, if we have a little chitter chat, a little chatter chit about this live with Krishan Rock and academics. You know I call him that. You know, I'm still angry with him for not getting a supportive bra. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Now, they had a little live stream, and apparently, you know, Krishan, you know, she ain't got no filter on her mouth, and she had some things to say to him about, you know, his commentary about her. You know, academics loves to have arguments and beefs with women. He likes to argue with women, not so much on the men, but he absolutely loves to argue with women. So that went down, and I even saw clips of him at a point calling her not cute. And it's always these terrible troll looking men who love to speak about women's aesthetics. It's so strange. Hey, Born to Be Wild. So he that's right, Lala, tell him please hit the like button. So at a point he said she's not cute. She looks like a saber-toothed tiger and called her a snaggle-tooth heifer. And if we're gonna be completely honest, academics, he gives me that he has some real, and I mean real envy toward women, especially any woman that is making her money and is not, you know, I guess worshiping a man. I feel like Krishan has been dumb enough. She don't need to bow down no more. She's done quite enough when it comes to the little blue boy. I think, you know, enough is enough with that. Enough is enough. Now, with all that being said, she went on while they were on the live to tell him that he don't know what he want to do. She say 1 minute he dissing her, he dissing Blue, then he feels sorry for Blue, and she called him a fat annoying A. And he really didn't have much of a comeback. He even tried gaslighting her about her behavior and you pregnant and you supposed to be full of happiness and joy or some bull crap he said. But it was just real interesting that face to face he didn't have the same energy. So maybe we need to add academics to the prayer list. I don't know, but let's just slide him on in there. Now, let's talk about the reboot news for RHOA. Y'all hit the like button, please. Take a beat. Take a beat. Moderators, check my like count, please. Check my like count. Hey, Brett's doll. Yeah, he's real catty. Like meow, purr. He's so catty. I don't understand. Y'all get a like count for me. Thumbs up this video, please. Like, that's how you help me. That's the help I need. That's the help I desire. Please help me. Okay. Niecy Rose say, for someone who looks like a rejected Teletubby, he's the last one to talk. Girl, you know what? It was giving like a busted Teddy Ruxpin to me. But you know, I could see Teletubby. I could see that. He do a lot. He do a lot for somebody who looking like he looking. DS say he looked like a brown bear that needs across your heart. Oh Lord. DS, arrange the chairs in the reflection corner. I guess you know you always open up the room for the night. So just arrange the chairs and please sit out the coffee and the cookies. Nacho Twins mama say any woman that doesn't have to lower themselves to be with the likes of a double D toting slug. Oh my. Nacho Twins mama gonna help you with the chairs. And Mimi, the head sniper, is in the building. She said, Grimace, girl, you know you right. You know you right. I could see that. I could see that. But y'all gonna add Grimace to, you know, to the prayer list. Because Krishan, like, really did not spare him. She said just what she wanted to say while getting dressed and getting ready. So, you know, we still have not figured out why he's so obsessed with arguing with women. Lala, you said we need more likes. What's the like count? That's what I want to know. What's the like count? Because I don't want to go look and then feel like I need to shut the porch. Because I would really love to continue on, pick through this reboot mess, and begin the Dragon of Skeletor. I would prefer to do that. I really would. But if we can't even get a like for the video, then it really don't make a whole lot of sense of staying here. Lord Ashley say, I knew that Grimace shake would remind me of somebody. Yes, God. It had to be him. It had to be Academy. Okay. I need about 19 more likes. I need about 19 more. Please thumbs up this video. Let me go on and get into it. Since y'all ain't treating me bad, I can go on and get into it. Okay. I'm gonna assume 19 of y'all driving, working or something and just haven't touched your phones. Or maybe you watching it on TV and you don't know how to hit the button. Okay. And that's cool too. But at least y'all treat me good. Thank you. Thank y'all for loving me. I appreciate it. Dana say they should add Kiki Wyatt to the cast. Scene away candy liquor to my. I don't understand. I don't understand. Girl, you already got your daiquiri. Hey, Philly Joint. Thank you, Brat's dog. I appreciate y'all treating me right. I'm telling you. Listen, it's hard out here with no love. It's hard with no love. So look. First of all, with the reboot news on RHOA, let me get what I think I got from it, because y'all know me. I got my notebook, my pen. I listen, I read, I take my notes. This is what I was able to figure out. Gerard Flowers, what's happening, Kenfo? Vita is here from Denver. Y'all hit the like button as you come in now. Hit it as you come in. Shannon said Kiki should have been in the Housewives in any city she won't. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. Oh, shoot. The first support of the day. Thank you so much. Amazing. Saying, I think men in general are becoming more and more feminine because gossip, fashion, beauty are making money nowadays. Right. That's very true, sis. Very true. Hey, God's anointed daughter. And I want to address what you're saying. I think we're seeing that because for the exact reason that you mentioned. Femininity has become ultra profitable. And in true fashion, men have a habit of trying to compete with people who are successful, being envious of people who are successful, and trying to find ways to dominate and usurp other people who are successful. And right now, women are winning. Right now, women are winning. Mm-hmm. Some of them try to compete with you on gossip. They think they can have more mouth than you. Some of them try to compete with you on your beauty, and they'll just grab a skirt and steal one of your wigs. They will try to compete with you on our ability and natural expectation of hypergamy, and start talking about they want to trade places and y'all need to flew them out, while they grab their pink thong for the spend a night bag. They really are trying to compete because femininity, being a woman, is profitable right now. You absolutely right, amazing. Good point, girl. I love it. I love it when them brains start percolating and y'all put it out there just like it is. Love it, love it, love it. God's anointed. I love how she come in with the royalties. Okay. Dana says send away Candy to the show with her mom and auntie. Okay, I can dig that. That makes sense. That's right, Shanny. Shanny say all we do is win, win, win. That's so true. That's so true. Right now, I mean, not just right now. Women make being a woman look good. We make it look good. Matter of fact, we make it look easy. That's why everybody swear they can do it better than us. And all it takes is one period cramp to shut all that mess down. If we could just transmit one real bad blood clot over to them for one time, they'll shut all that noise up. All of it. They ain't built for this. They ain't built for it. Don't let them step on your square, ladies. Hold it down. So look, reboot news that we have. Let's get into it so I can get into that peach daiquiri. I think I'm going to need two after the drag of Skeletor. But the reboot news. Okay, so this is in the order that I got it. B. Scott made the claim originally that somebody who was an insider told him about the reboot news, that they was going to reboot, get rid of everybody. So far, so good. We also had some other blogs claiming that they knew stuff, but I'm like, it's real funny. Y'all didn't know nothing until B. Scott said something. And I do, and let me say this. Do I believe that B. Scott heard something? Yes. I believe B. Scott heard something. I don't believe B. Scott pulled that out of thin air. No. I absolutely believe B. Scott got that from Kenya because that's her friend. But we don't know what's what, because then we get Bravo's response. TV Deets had this one. Bravo claims that nothing is official. That's what, and nothing is not official, and nothing official, and they haven't decided yet. That's what they said. They paid $6. They blame fan feedback for this stuff. They say they will be casting new women like they always do. Basically they ain't found nobody yet, and the word on the curb is they looking for famous people, which makes sense. Y'all hit the like button. But could be not. That's what I got in my notes. That's really how I feel at this point. Could be not. Okay. Then a Bravo source, I don't know if it was the same person, different person, I don't know, but a Bravo source also said to Entertainment Tonight, no decision has been made, and they won't be making a decision until after the reunion has aired. So again, could be not. I'm gonna tell y'all my theory in a minute. So then we got Candy, who states, I heard, because y'all know I don't go to her channel. I don't fool with that lady like that. She's a little strange to me. I don't fool with her like that. But I heard that Candy said something to the effect that they had heard something like that around the time of the reunion or during the reunion, but that no decision was made yet. So it sounds like somebody jumped the gun and ran it to B. Scott Now, I ain't saying it's Kenya, but I mean, it probably could be. Okay. La Chanel, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker, boo. I appreciate the support. So it could be, somebody jumped the gun, ran it to B. Scott, and B. Scott jumped the gun and brought it out. Now, I want to remind y'all of something. Hold on. Like, I really need to remind y'all of something. Hold on. Need y'all to hear something. So listen.
The new trailer for Housewives of Atlanta. And this year it is explosive, okay? Anytime you hear Candy go, you know she's upset.
When we told you black people love making sound, so Candy does.
And I love Candy. I love you, Candy. Don't do it. So basically what happened was Marlo brought up the shooting that happened at Candy's restaurant.
That ain't the one. It's one that I really want y'all to hear. Because this is important. Like, I think I done cracked the code, y'all. I think I done cracked the code. I need y'all to hear this. And I don't want to play the full thing. I just want y'all to hear what she done said. What he done said. It's confusing. Honestly. The new world is annoying to me. I can't keep up. I simply cannot keep up. Okay. Hold on.
Big news in the next 60 seconds.
Hold on. I really need y'all to hear this because this plays into my theory as to what went on. Y'all, I got a feeling.
Scott with us this morning. Yep. Now, when I was doing my homework, I see the story.
I do want to talk about it. Integrations with the Procter Gamble thing. When I arrived and started doing everything that I needed to do feminine looking right now, and taking my spot, I went and had to change my clothes.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about that.
You're so accepting of that.
No. Y'all, it's like I want to play what I want to play, but I don't want to play the entire thing. Like, I don't. I swear for God, I don't want to play that whole thing. But I really need that little blurb because I want y'all to remember this when it happened. Like, I can describe it, but I need y'all to hear it. I don't know. I'm not playing this whole thing, y'all. I'm just not gonna do it. Definitely not gonna do it. Either I can find the clip I want or I can't. But I'm not playing that whole thing. Okay.
Gave me these trailers is because they were sick and tired of me telling everything that's going on in the season.
But shouldn't they want that?
No, they didn't want me to tell everything.
Well, you were telling them beforehand.
Absolutely, and completely. But because I want them to know the peace treaty is off. Because they tried to do some funny business about this trailer and still trying to tell me what time it is. No one tells B. Scott what time it is.
What's the funny business?
The funny business is basically like, they upset that, initially, because we broke 2 Married in Medicine exclusives, they told me they were going to take the trailer somewhere else.
Gotcha.
And I said, if you did that, I'm going to go to war. And when I say go to war, it means that I will recap every episode of the show before the show comes out.
Talk that talk, B. Scott.
Oh, yeah. My sources are extensive. It's not just Housewives. I have executives, production.
Okay, so y'all heard that, right? Y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat if you remember that blurb that I just played while B Scott was on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne and Beige Rage. Hey Daphne Sylvester, how you doing? Hey Jay Delaray. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. Because I want to take y'all way back. So y'all know where we gonna go. After you put your one, everybody put your drink in the air and sing it with me. Back down memory lane. We going back down the memory lane. We going back. We gonna take it way, way back. I saw your photograph. Hey, it kind of made me laugh. And now I'm falling fast. Hit it, y'all. My peanut is in the chat. She say, hit the like button for your mama. I see the ones. Y'all remember? All right. Y'all remember? I don't want y'all to wait till we get to the end of the live saying, oh, yeah, now I remember. I want to make sure you go back because some of y'all got to think back a little bit further than others. Y'all remember that? I see the ones rolling in. Oh, yeah, we going back. Hey, Sine. Hey, True Wisdom. I see the ones. Okay. Yeah. Because we going back down memory lane. See, y'all be forgetting what the people say. Nitra don't. I might not always be able to remember how to lay my hands on it as quick as I want to, but your girl always remembers. Okay? Now, let me tell you. My theory, y'all. Hey, Dana Brown. My theory, y'all, is that they might have set B Scott up, y'all. I think they tried to set B Scott up to look silly. I think B Scott was champing at the bit to try to get them back. And I think that B Scott got caught up in it. I think B Scott got caught up in it. B Scott jumped the gun and ran with that mess, only for Bravo to say, well, we ain't decided what we gonna do. Ain't nothing official, ain't nothing written in stone. And all this about, oh, if you take the trailers, I'm going to war. What was that to even say? That's their trailers. They don't have to give you nothing. They made an arrangement with you. They felt like you broke it. They wanted to take it back. It is what it is. But see, when you start, sometimes you can jump the gun, shoot your mouth off, and then now people know how to wait for you. They know how to lay in wait for you. They know how to lay traps for you. I feel like this was a trap. I do. Hey, Linez, girl, that was your song. Mine too. Hey, girl, don't make me think back. I be done thought all the way back. All the way, but there go my DT. Hey, my love. That's right. Back down memory lane. Y'all hit that like button. Oh, we going back. We going back. Yes, very full of himself. Very full of himself, honey. Hey, you're a cutie pie 21. Oh, yes. Jump the gun. I think it was a setup. And I'm going to tell you who else I think they was trying to set up in a way. I think that was for Kenya too. I think it was a matter of y'all going to jump the gun, run out there and get your head tore off. And I think that's what happened. And you know what else I'm thinking? And I might not be right, but I just feel like, we family. So I can I tell y'all what I'm thinking? Because y'all know I be coming up with theories, but a lot of times y'all got to give me my credit. My theories be hitting a lot of times. We have to come right back on this same porch for me to say, didn't I tell y'all that's what I thought was going on? How many times have we had to do this? How many times will we do this still? Before we just admit that sometimes Nitra crazy, but sometimes Nitra ain't crazy at all. Let me tell y'all. Okay. Hey, it's Tish. Tish, you think it's a setup too? Dreamer say I could say what I think. Dreamer said I could say what I think. So if Dreamer say I could say this, then I'm finna say this. Now let me tell you what I think. Let me tell y'all what I think. Since Dreamer said I could say it, I'ma say it. Ain't nobody else gave me permission, but I'ma listen to Dreamer. What I think, myself, is that they gonna use this in conjunction with that Carlos King interview with Kenya as an excuse for why they finna do her real dirty. They gonna use this as an excuse for why they finna do her real dirty. I think that she could smell that they was cooking up something on her, and she felt some type of way, and she jumped the gun, shot off her mouth, and the friend shot off the mouth too quick too. And now, while I do believe they was plotting on this girl, I do. I'm sorry, I do. Y'all know I could smell a plot, and I feel like they was plotting on her. She could feel it, she could smell it, but I don't think she could really put her finger on it because they were still playing in her face. You know how they do, the same way they did Lanithia when she helped them, right? Y'all remember that? Because I remember that. But I think that she couldn't put a finger on it. She couldn't put a name on it. She couldn't put a face on it, but she could tell what they was doing even without them saying it. And so then when she got wind of a little something, even though it wasn't concrete, she jumped the gun, leaked it. She jumped the gun, shot off her mouth with Carlos. And I think them people, while they was planning to do her dirty somehow, I think that they probably hadn't completely worked out how they was going to do it to her or what they was going to use as the catalyst. And I think that she jumped the gun and gave it to him. That's what I think, y'all. That's what I think. I think that's what they about to do with this. Because, okay, I'm gonna tell you why I think this. I got a feeling it's her too, because her and B Scott, like that's her homie, and ain't no way B Scott got the inside at RHOA with something like this, and it ain't her. Especially the fact that Candy felt the need to say something publicly. Sonya done said something. Andy and them done said something. Not Andy, but you know, the people done said something. And she's staying quiet all this whole season. We couldn't get her off Twitter. She was on Twitter more than Donald Trump. But now this gets said, she get quiet as a hoe in church. You think I ain't paying attention, girl? You ain't shut up all season. Now all of a sudden you quiet. We could hear a rat piss on cotton now. Now. It's giving, you know, your hand a little shaky. But I'm going to tell you the other reason why it's pointing in her direction, y'all, is because she said what she said on that interview. Nobody responded. It was like they let her sit out there and flounder a little bit. And as soon as B. Scott took the bait, jumped the gun, jumped out there, then they responded. And it was like, no decision's been made yet. So that way, by the time they try to do something to her, they wanted to look like, well, we had to get rid of her because look what she said on Carlos King. And, you know, she is the one leaking info to B. Scott, which that shouldn't be too much of an issue because she been leaking info to B. Scott. DT said, I'm thinking the same. I think they plotting on her. Yeah. But the thing is, she fell into it. Y'all, please like this video because I got theories. Like, you know, my brain be working and cooking. I got theories. So I think so too. Kenya might maybe run off with a tiny paycheck. I don't know what they're going to do to her, but they was already cooking on her. They just hadn't figured out all the semantics yet. And she just hooked between her and her partner. They done gave it to him. Jay Della Ray, it makes sense, don't it? This was a setup. This was a set up is what it looked like to me. This was a setup. Hey, Angela Davis, what's up, cool gamer? You know what? When I don't see you, it ain't no sunshine when she gone. I'll be so happy to see you. Even though you don't say much, I just be happy to see you. I don't know how they gonna do it, but I don't think it's gonna be cool. Hey, Deborah Randall. I know I'm not officially allowed to talk housewives yet, but I done mentioned them. But I'm glad you here. So you just made it legal for me. Yeah, I think this was a setup. This was a setup. For sure, I think so. I could be wrong, but it looks that way to me. Dreamer said, I think a friend role would probably be offered, but I think she wouldn't accept it if offered. No, because the way her ego set up and her pride is set up, she wouldn't, even though she knows she need them checks. Everybody need a check. You know, she running a business. Businesses cost money to run. You can't guarantee that you're going to turn, you know, the type of profit that will afford you the luxury of cutting off a whole check. So, yeah, I think she fell into it this time, y'all. It don't look good. Yeah, say Shanitra, this would be Kenya first time doing this when Nene sent Kenya a card. Oh yeah, that's why I say she been leaking stuff to B. Scott. I'm not, you know, I'm not confused about that. What I'm saying is, I think that this was a setup. I think they intentionally put that information out, and I think they know who talked to what bloggers, and they was waiting to see what was gonna happen, and I think she fell into it. Yeah, she gave it to him. She gave it to him. Like, as much as I may not care for her and her foolishness, I don't know, y'all. This kind of made my stomach like twinge a little bit. Like, ooh, I don't like it. True Wisdom say, Shanitra, you were right about the dollar dropping like it's hot in Kenya as well. Pesos was 25, now it's 1 to 16. Well, I mean, I warned y'all ahead of time, so hopefully people did what they were supposed to do and did not wait for inflation, the devaluation of the US dollar, hyperinflation, the BRICS in Saudi Arabia to become trendy before you made moves to help yourself. I hope that's not what, the people over here in the royal family did, because I warned y'all from last year before it was trendy and people were making raps on social media. So hopefully y'all were warned ahead of time and made moves. Evie said, I did find it peculiar that nobody responded to her comments in her interview. Right. I think they was all sitting there like, did you just say out loud what they told us on the cool? I'm telling you, I was thinking that too, baby girl. Deborah said Kenya felt nothing for Nene, so I can't feel anything for her. I do believe she's the one giving in for the B. Scott. She could just twirl on down the street. I feel you, Deborah. And you right. You right. She didn't feel nothing for Lanithia. And I did what you're saying. And I love Nene to death. Nene is the reason I ever watched that show from day one. However, even though she didn't do right by Lanithia, since that don't stop me from feeling a certain type of way about folks doing what they doing to her. You know what I mean? I feel like as Black women, for sure, we got to learn how to look past a person's behavior and look at the principle involved. And the principle is these Black women that they used. And I do believe that a lot of what we saw was her personality, but I also believe a lot of what we saw was contrived, and it was at the behest of production. And now that they've used her to get everything they could get, they done got the butter from the duck, so to speak. Now we just need to throw you away. And I think that's the sentiment that I got a problem with. That's the sentiment I got a problem with. You ain't said nothing wrong. She was wrong and nasty where Nene was concerned. I'm still not cool on that, but I still see that it's a bit of a problem the way they doing that. Hey, Fifi ASP. It's a little bit of a problem for me because I see what they doing and I don't approve. I don't approve. Gerard Flowers said, when trying to be smart goes wrong. Yes, when it goes wrong, it goes terribly wrong. Hey, Nene Ashley. See, there's, Badu say the man that knows something knows that he know nothing at all. People get in trouble when they got too much sense. Darren Hood said, I ain't bothered watching the interview because she fell into the trap. She did. She did. She darn sure did. Hey, DH. Show fell into it head first, too. So that's my theory on that. And y'all, now we got to talk about what's going on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, this last episode bothered my nerves. So I pray your indulgence while we dig through this mess. Because there was a lot going on this episode that was problematic. Not just Skeletor. So Skeletor will be dragged, but give me a minute. Okay? You say Kenya should have denied it with the rest of them. That would have been hard to do because then then Kenya got to worry about her friend going public and saying, you the one told me. You know what I mean? Ain't no honor among thieves now. Your Cutie Pie 21 say Kenya felt it and she was trying to get ahead of the firing embarrassment and act like she was so bored and started talking about production. Yeah, but that's not always the best move. Sometimes you can see your enemies moving against you and just be quiet. Wait, get low and wait for them to make a mistake rather than you jumping out there trying to take on the offensive. Sometimes when people expand, it's best that you contract and just get low and wait for them. That's all. Yeah, I'm going to dig through it, cream of wheat. Yes, Niecy, horses and all. We got tight faces, horses, and skeletons. Oh, my. We're going to get into this love and hip-hop foolishness. I'm sick of Drew and her sister, Darren Hood. I've had enough of both of them. Neither one of them is interesting. And I get the sneaking suspicion that the sister is low key just as deceitful as Drew. Yeah. Say I feel bad for the Nene and the girls. They giving their lives for entertainment, and now that they are ready to move on, they doing them dirty. Exactly. So we supposed to watch this happen to new girl. Right. My thing is this: I don't really care about the new girls because we ain't met them yet. You know what I mean? Hypothetical people, I can't get into that. But I can say this: watching what they're doing bothers me. It's the same. I'm gonna tell you like this. It's the same feeling I had when they put rumors out. I know I said we was gonna start loving hip hop, but I gotta get this one off my chest too. It's the same feeling I had when the rumor was out that they were looking at Jeannie Mai to be on Housewives of Atlanta. I had a whole problem with that. This is somebody that never even had nothing to do with black folks. Magically, she get with Jeezy. Now she's supposed to, occupy spaces that black women created, and so she can leech off black culture even further. I had a problem with that, and it was bothering me because you used all of these black women, all of them. Let's be clear, all of them, even the ones that you used against other black women, that you played off of other black women. You built up your network off of this particular franchise, off the backs of the likes of a Nene Leakes, off the backs of a Kenya Moore, off the backs of a Sheree Whitfield, off the backs of a Candy Burris. You sat there, you used them black women to build up your pockets. And now you no longer want them black folks to be the face of your network, is what it's giving. You've gotten all you can get from them black girls and you ready to throw them away. I absolutely believe that the rumors and the gossip about Jeannie Mai was absolutely correct. And I think they only backed off because they saw the public response to it. And I think she saw the public response and was just like, yeah, not interested. Oh, Erica Mena is Skeletor. Yes. That's all right. We coming in tonight with the power of Grayskull, honey. Yes. Erica pissed me off last night. Girl, she pissed me off all the time. And I have a lot for her. But not right this minute. Hey, Catherine Bennett. Long day. Oh, man. You've been waiting on this all day long. Okay. Well, we here. We on the porch. The light is on. One of y'all light them citronella candles. Light the candles. Get your chicken wings. And like I said, I ain't going to keep you 3 and 4 hours because I got to get to the daiquiri shack. It's hot out there. And I need a cold one. You ain't hear that about Jeannie Mai when they was circulating that rumor? I think certain rumors they circulate to try to test the public's, temperature to see how we going to take it. Darren Hood said that would have been a bad choice to pick Jeannie Mai. It sure would have, and it would have pissed me off. After you done use black folks to build something up, let's start moving in the non-blacks to occupy spaces created by black women. That's a whole problem for me. I don't like it. Put up there in Potomac. They got a whole lot of, stuff going on up there. That's really what that is. That's what that is. True Wisdom say, I wonder how Kenya thought they would not do her like Nene. They've been using us and throw us away. Candy next. Candy is like Steven from Django. She know how to maneuver because she understands what they are and she's okay with it. Some people understand the system and they play within it and they're okay with everything that goes along with that. The problem is you have some of our folks that do not understand the system. They think when them people smiling at them that they really mean it. They really buy into it. That's why they start thinking it could never happen to them. They feel like if I help you do somebody else dirty, then I'm safe. No, you're not. That's right. I have the power. Yeah, Skeletor going down today. Today, Skeletor is going down. So look, let's dig into this show. So first of all, let's talk. Oh, the Divine Miss M. How you doing? Yes. Tell them again, sis. She say, hey, Rose, Twirl's eyes were wide shut until now, but RHOA gentrification would never work. That's what they was going to try to do with Jenny Mai. They was going to try to give us them gentrified collard greens, and it didn't work. Yeah, they definitely feel untouchable once they start doing dirt with them people. So look. Let's talk about what I saw, what I bought, what I didn't buy, and what just looked a mess. Okay, so we get Chaotic and Erica Banks at something called Doodle Pies. This boy's so ignorant, he thought them people were saying doo-doo pies. I want to laugh at him, but I feel as though if I do that, the Lord is going to smite me. So I don't laugh at him. Hey, Sin City from NOLA. So he asked her about the whole Rennie Rucci thing. She basically was like, she acknowledged that the girl is probably still grieving, but still says she need to control herself, which I agree. Not an Erica Banks fan, but throwing drinks at people because they say you need therapy, girl. You need therapy and you need a behind whooping. That's what you need. I didn't like it. But they talked about that and they changed the subject. He invited her to be his date at the album release. You say, I hope he was playing. He wasn't playing. No. He wasn't playing, just like he didn't know how to say polygamous. What did he call polygamous, y'all? Poly something. Polyester. He said he would love a polyester relationship. Okay. Ivy, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, truth be heard, though, dark-skinned girls always jealous coming for us. Who is us, darling? Who is us? I'm not sure if you're in the right place, but thank you so much for the super chat. Because we respect all black women over here. Actual black women. On all four corners. We try to respect everybody, but be careful coming on the porch making comments about dark-skinned black women. Okay? Please don't let my complexion fool you. I will never be light enough that you can slander dark-skinned black women on my porch. For a whole heap of reasons. I'm black first. Understand that. I know some content creators let y'all slide up and through here and disrespect black women, actual black women. This ain't the place, darling. You're welcome, but be careful. Okay? Hey, Iman. That's right, actual black women. If you a black woman, I don't care if you lemon, yellow, plum, purple. A black woman is a black woman. Hey, Vanessa. Oh, I'm going to get to her. I just ain't got to her yet. We still talking about Chaotic and him wanting a polyester relationship, okay? He said he would love to have a polyester relationship. That boy's ignorant for real. He really is. And I be wanting to laugh at him because it's funny. I be wanting to laugh at him. I do. But I feel like I'm going to be smoked by the Lord if I laugh at that fool. I think something going to happen to me if I laugh at him. Okay? Linez, what you say? Say my chocolate skin has never been jealous of anybody. Yeah, I don't know of any dark skinned sisters that are sitting around jealous of somebody because of a lack of melanin. I've never seen it happen. Yeah, let's black first around here. Let's not try that. Wrong porch. Right, Philly joint, blackity black. Ain't nothing more beautiful, honey. Nothing more beautiful. Only the disrespectful ones need to be scared. Yeah, it could have been a slip of the tongue, y'all. Don't go, let's not jump out the window. It might have been a slip of the tongue. Say Chaotic is a whole mess. He funny to me and Scrappy. Scrappy face is funny. Scrappy sit up and make all them facial expressions that send you. Sometimes Scrappy don't even be talking and have you falling out your chair. Something's wrong with Scrappy, but he is funny. Like, even when you want to dislike him, the boy is funny. So anyway, he invites her to his album release, okay, and as his date. He say he want that to be their second date. He really wants to date her. She asked him about, Amy, you gonna explain stuff to her? She said, hey, she might want to be more than a friend, and he made it clear she can only be a friend, and that his romantic feelings are actually for Erica, and she basically was like, yeah, you gonna acknowledge me. You gonna get up there and say something, make sure they know that we is together. Like, you ain't gonna be Treating me like no secrets around here. I could dig that. Lord, my sister on the phone talking about kids these days and all kind of stuff. I never heard of a polyester situation. Sound like some candy coated stuff. No, girl. He was trying to say polyamorous, but he's so ignorant he called it polyester. And the producers had to help him understand that polyester is a fabric. Polyester is them twins. That is not a relationship, honey. Those are sisters. Okay. So I hope she and people jealous. No. She said what she said, but it still could have been a slip of the tongue. We're not gonna overflog it, but that's what that was. But maybe it's a slip of the tongue. Okay. All love, all love. So anywho, then we get this scene with Jock and his mama. And I did want to touch on this because I feel like these are the types of stories that we don't get a lot of. And I think it's done purposely because people do not want us to feel anything other than rage, anger, annoyance, aggravation. Like they don't want you to actually feel. And I'm telling y'all, that scene right there was a tearjerker. It was a heartbreaker. It was all of that. So we find out in this scene, because I didn't know, because I really hadn't been keeping up with Love and Hip Hop. We find out in that scene that Jock mama had lung cancer, y'all. And the lady was in remission for about a year. Y'all know how it go. You be in remission, you think you straight. And then, it come back and it came back and it's done spread to her brain and everything. And they can't give her no more radiation. The doctors say they can't do nothing else. And it was wild to watch, but it was touching to watch because they were preparing for a concert or something, and she coming because she want to see her baby perform, and that's beautiful. But that was so much. That was so much. So much of an emotional overload. And in that moment, I thought for a minute, it's like, that's the stuff we do not get to feel on these shows at all anymore. That was a real moment. Like you could see the worry and the hurt in him and his child's eyes. However, it was also so inspirational. It was so powerful because that beautiful black dark-skinned mama with her gorgeous smile, her smile was still like a 1,000,000-watt light bulb. She still smiled. And that says a lot to know what she's up against. And she still smiled. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing more beautiful than our black mothers. Nothing. Our black grandmamas. Nothing. And I'm somebody who ain't got a mama or a grandmama no more. But when I tell you that scene was everything that is missing in reality TV right now in one scene, that was everything. It was the laugh. It was the funny stuff with, Jock telling his son to be his hype man. It was mama coming in there. She wasn't moving that good, but it was seeing her there. It was, him getting ready to perform for her. It was him trying to hold it together and still be a man for his mama. But you could still see that very real, poignant moment. You could see the pain in his face, but you could also see like a little bit of happiness because he was still looking at her. And you could see her really and truly like giving her son some of her energy. You could see it. And I think him seeing her keep smiling and stay tough and stay real, that it made him pull himself together. And I was like, this is what we're missing. This is it. This one scene gave me everything. Like this beat the whole season of Love and Hip Hop. This beat the whole season of Housewives of Atlanta. This beat all of them to a frazzle because it was real. Like this was real, raw, uncut, just everything. This is what we used to get from reality TV that we ain't got in how many years? How many? This is real. This was raw. This was touching. This was everything. Everything. Ivy says, I said what I said, spicy, nice, and aggressive since with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna help you because we talking about something beautiful and powerful and black and moving and poignant, and you still talking about this. She talking about I said what I said, spicy, nice, and aggressive, bleaching thing. We can clearly. First of all, I'm gonna go on and pause the show because apparently you want attention. I'm gonna give it to you. Now, the porch is a place for love, okay? And I still love you, and I don't want you to take this no way, but I'm gonna give it to you blood raw, okay? Her doing a music video with makeup to pretend that her skin was lighter to make a point about an industry and the colorism that is so pervasive in the black culture, especially in the diaspora, does not equal jealousy. No one is jealous of recessive traits. No one is jealous of the possible sexual assault of your grandmama or your great grandmama. Ain't nobody jealous of that. Absolutely no one. Next of all, Spice was aggressive because Spice was upset at what she heard that Erica Mena had to say about her after she had been cutting for this heifer behind the scenes the whole time. See, black women are allowed to have feelings. Black women are allowed to be offended at people's behavior. We're allowed not to play nice with you if we don't like what you did. And that doesn't make a black woman nasty or aggressive. It makes her human and real. She has every right to react to you, whether your skin is recessive or not. Now, if you feel some type of way because your black ain't blacking, this is the absolute wrong place to come and think that you can throw shots at black women and say that a black woman is jealous of somebody who ain't never been nothing close to black. Ain't nobody jealous of her because let's be real, who's occupying whose spaces? Erica Mena is trying to occupy the space of black women. Erica Mena is a interloper in the black culture. We don't see Spice trying to be an interloper in the Latina culture. We see Erica Mena trying to be an interloper in black culture. So who, my darling, would be envious of who? And if you black and your brain can't catch what's really going down, sis, I can't help you. But I can promise you this is the absolute worst place to come to try to be an apologist for this white woman. Bump to clear the day. This white woman with a taco that used racial slurs toward one of our most beautiful black sisters. And how dare you tell a lie on that woman talking about she didn't raise her children when we know for a fact that lady was working in Atlanta and catching frequent flights back and forth between the U.S. and Jamaica to take care of her children to make sure that she could bring them over here. And she don't need to go back to Jamaica. She's an actual good mama. That's why her children like her. That's why her children like her. Now, I'm just going to give it to you straight. This is the wrong place. Now, there's some places you can go and attack and denigrate black women, but I promise you, this ain't the one. Now look at this. Y'all get the listen. This your last one. It's talking about look at Erica and look at Spice. Why? Okay, so explain to us. Don't get rid of her because I want to hear this. Why on earth would Erica be? Why would Spice be jealous of Erica? We looked at her. What is there to be jealous of, hon? What is there to be jealous of? We're going to wait right here. Don't nobody else say nothing in the chat. I want everybody to stop typing right now. Put your hands in the air. In the words of Busta Rhymes, put your hands where my eyes can see. Don't type nothing. We're going to wait for Ivy to explain to us why somebody who looked like Spice would ever need to be jealous of anything that looked like Erica Mena. Y'all, let's wait here. Don't nobody type nothing. We waiting on Ivy. Hey, Cherry Scott. You sure did. Because, baby, that colorist rhetoric the colorist rhetoric don't fly around here. I don't want nobody to type nothing. Nobody. What about her face card, her pinch features? What are we talking about? And what's unattractive about Grace Hamilton? Definitely trolling. She's either trolling or she on the self-hate train real bad. Desired by who? Oh, we got a lost one. We got a lost one. Baby, you came in the wrong place at the wrong time. She got to be trolling. Either that or she really is mentally sick. And mind you, some of our people really are. Some of them really are. No, we're not playing dumb. There's nothing to play dumb about. There's a beautiful black woman with a radiant complexion, beautiful children. She's shapely, she's successful, she has a career. And then we got Erica Mena, who does what? Screams on love and hip hop with a vein in her forehead. What exactly would she be jealous of? I mean, if Spice wanted to be bony, she could just smoke a little crack, snort a little powder. I mean, it's not that difficult to do. People do it every day. People do it every day. Hell, S Dineva. Crack ain't that hard to get. Just tell the truth, honey. You don't like black. And you feel like the further someone is away from black, they're more beautiful. It's sad. Yeah, Jay Della Ray is definitely giving self-hate. That's why I wanted her to go on and get this out of her system. You came over here to a porch this black first to try to explain to us why a white woman, a Latina, is somehow so much more beautiful than a black woman. You so sad. Amazing says, thank you for the super chat. And if Erica Mena was so all that, how come she keep getting left, dumped, dropped, and can't stay out of plastic surgeon's office? Child, because she knows she don't look like nothing. She knows she ain't giving nothing. And the only men who desire her are men who hate themselves as much as Ivy. That's all. And that's not much of a flex. That's not much of a flex. You were desired by who? The likes of Safari, who left you a baby mama and a bitter one at that. Baby, that's not a flex. That's not a flex. But back to the story at hand. I just wanted to go ahead and give this person the attention they wanted. I don't know what else to say. Okay, so I guess we got to go ahead and just hear it. I'm just tired of facing vitriol for dark-skinned girls after they instigate this and take. Child, what accountability? You sound sick. You sound sick. You sound sick. What are you facing? What vitriol are you facing? And what does that have to do with Love and Hip Hop? Are you on Love and Hip Hop, dear? What are you talking about? Are you okay? Are you well? All right, Bianca. I see you done shot the warning, so you know if it keep going, you know what to do. You know what to do. I'm not gonna stop you. Help yourself. Help yourself. She's saying no, but I can relate to Erica. Your picture don't look like you Latina. Are you not black? Are you a non-black woman in black spaces crying? Is that what's going on? Because if you're a black woman, how on earth how can you relate to someone who's not? It's confusing. Yeah, it's definitely giving substances. It's giving substances. I mean, Bianca got the trigger. I'm gonna let her have it. She do what she want to do with her. Y'all, have at. Have at. Hey, Joanne Wilson, what's up? Say, Shanitra, you preaching a word tonight, black girl magic. Miss Ivy, if Erica so desired, why she still chasing a man she divorced? I don't see Spice embarrassing herself like that because any self-respecting black woman would never. Would never. It's just so amazing how people can come and occupy black women's spaces and then get all touchy after basically, I'm going to imitate the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you make yourself up, the way you beautify yourself. I'm going to imitate everything about you and then turn around and look at you and say you jealous. Of what, darling? I'm jealous of myself. Hey, C May, say, Lord, who in here bothering the beautiful Bianca? Child, Bianca say somebody's bothering her nerves, so I gave her room to do whatever she need to do. Help yourself, because we ain't gonna have no foolishness, and we sure ain't gonna have no attacks of black women on this porch. I'm sure there's some cry-racial spaces or some Latina spaces you can go to, and they'll, welcome that with open arms. It'll never be this porch. Vanessa says Mena got her nerve with that Harry Potter scar on that big forehead. Child, that's that vein. That's that vein, baby. That's that vein. Child. But you see how mentally unwell these people are. You see this. Gerard say, hell, she don't even look light skinned in her pic. Sure didn't. She looked like she was about my color in that picture. It was shocking, child. Hey, honeybee. Yeah, Spice making a way for her children, building an empire. Spice been in the business forever, and she's still bad to death. Grace is still bad. I can't see one reason why, if I look like Spice, I would be jealous of something that looked like, a sprayed cockroach. Like, I could never. I could never. Why my sis on the phone gonna send me the little gift with the hat being thrown in the air? I'm through. Lord, she say she gonna go crying on another channel later saying they attacked me after I attacked them. Probably. I don't care, but probably. Say Erica would not have expected this either. Sure wouldn't. Vanessa say the light dark definitely was started by the terrorists, but sis, you must heal. But this is the problem. Can we talk about something real quick? This is not even a colorism conversation. So how that person entered, again, a sacred space of Black women and thought it was okay to make this about, let's target dark-skinned Black women, because this is about a Black woman and a white woman. So how did this become light and dark? Because Erica Mena ain't light-skinned. She is not Black. That's why I'm saying, like, y'all listen, keep your head on a swivel and stay on your toes. The attack on Black women is real. The attack on Black women is real. They can't stand to see us happy, laugh, talk, relate to each other. We're talking about the beautiful moment that took place, beautiful and sad moment that took place between Jacques and his mama after we found out that Mama Jock, she may be on her way out, but that lady is still so strong, so beautiful, like she's so everything, and I just love it. DT, 23 months a member, honey. Erica Mena look like an ashy foot. Her face do kind of give you foot. Them cheekbones is pointy as hell. That's why I call that hook a Skeletor. You say Poison Ivy found out today. I mean, she was welcome if she could have behaved herself. Child, Scrappy called him the tight face squad with his crazy self. But Lord, what Bianca said, she was over there, her nerves was itching, Lord. They was itching, Jesus. She say, Ashley, where she need to go on with the BS. I just had a crisis at work and will not put up with the ish today. I got all the time to let this steam out. She better go on. Lord, I told y'all I left that in Bianca's hands. I trust her to handle it. And clearly the attacks sometimes come from our very own. Yes, because of their own internalized self-hate. So they don't just hate themselves, they hate everybody who look like them. Ashley said we were literally speaking about a nice subject in this MR. Oh, Lord. Oh, I try to get people to behave because y'all act up on this porch when people don't act right. I try to keep it clean. Y'all just go for the juggler. So she passed away. That's what made the episode real sad. Yes, Lord. That was a lot. Say exactly. Erica is racist. She's not Black. Say it again. Say yes, Shanitra, with the he, she community hate Black. Everybody hate Black women. Y'all got to get that up under your hat. Like, we don't have any allies. We are our only allies. And as we just saw today, some of us don't even want to be us. They living in fantasy land. DT, thank you for the super chat. Say Erica Mena looks like an overcooked Chinese bok choy. Lord. DT is back. Doggone it, DT is back. Make sure the chair is still straight in the corner, DT. 30 seconds. Shannon say the tight face squad. Spice don't get no interest in being down with that squad. She too pretty. Yes, God. She don't need no help. That's right. Happy 23-month royal anniversary, DT. All right. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The moment was just beautiful, and I was making the point before I was so rudely and ignorantly and self-hatedly interrupted that's what we missing in reality TV. That moment was everything. Anything, Lord. Why is my sister on the phone talking about is any community claiming Meerkat, Erica Meerkat Mena? Now I can't unsee it. She do kind of look like a meerkat. Sweet Lord. So anyway, we get Spice and Shekinah talking, okay? Now this is where I got some commentary that ain't warm and fuzzy and sweet, okay? Only because Shekinah get on my nerves. DH with the 23-month anniversary. Thank you for being a royal, sweetie. Say, glad I was able to make this live. I'm glad you were too. I'm glad you were too. They black women are the essence of beauty, love, and absolute power, and people can't take it. My mother is my rock. Well, this is the thing. They can't take it, so what they try to do is imitate it and then tell you that you jealous of them. They're projecting. They're projecting. Yes, Shekinah is very, very aggravating. She's annoying and she's sickening. She's sickening. You know, we saw that after all of the protests and riots after George Floyd was murdered, okay, for lack of a better term, when she was talking about why y'all went up in them people's store in the Gucci store. Like, you know, Shekinah shows that she is raccoonish American on a regular basis. So let's talk about it, shall we? She talking to Spice. And she tells Spice that Erica felt like you shaded her because she posted a picture with Amara and Safari. And Spice was like, she already knew I was friends with Amara. So she's like, but she thought you was her friend. So at this point, I wanted to just stop the whole world from spinning for 2 seconds, because it don't matter if she is your friend. She was friends with Amara. She didn't have to stop being friends with Amara because of that man, because of you, because of who hunching who. Don't none of that matter. It doesn't make it just didn't make sense. It was a stupid thing for Shekinah to be saying. And what's so funny is that it didn't even age well. Shekinah was sitting there trying to come to Spice to take up for Erica, according to my sis, Meerkat Mena, or as I call her, Skeletor. Okay. And Spice wasn't really hearing it. Y'all know Grace. When Grace Hamilton got her mind made up, her mind is made up and she's over it. Okay. Yes. Her trying to make up for Erica was very, very annoying. Very annoying. Darren says Shekinah is comedy. She's comedy sometimes. And Shannon, you're right. She is loud for no reason. No reason. I don't know if she's still defending Gucci stores. Gucci never gave her a shout out or nothing in Vogue. So I don't know whether they compensated her or whether she just felt silly and just got quiet. Okay. But let's dig. Let's dig. First of all, Spice wasn't buying it. She tells her, you know, like, well, you know, basically trying to make the point for Erica, saying like, oh, he tried to holler at Sierra. So Spice was like, yeah, he says something to me about he always liked me, like whatever, you know. But Spice was still like, oh, that's disgusting. He shouldn't have did that. That's their girlfriend, you know, still a girl. And she says, you know, tells her about the voice note with Safari letting her know what Erica Mena said about her. And after we saw how she behaved, I absolutely believe her. I'm with Spice on that one. I believe everything Safari said that you said. I believe you said it. And one thing about it, Spice made it clear that she felt like she was like, look, I'm the one that's been like having her back, trying to, you know, talk to him about his behavior. Spice was like, I went there to get in his face, like, why you not paying your child support, which we caught a glimpse of that on the screen, because she was like, you know, I done been through that, and my son 14 and I ain't had no help, and how you not gonna be paying for your kids? And when that man said, I am paying for my children, Spice didn't say, okay, friend, I take your word. Spice said, prove it, show me. So she went into that conversation with Safari with no intention of taking his side whatsoever. She went there to check him for this heifer. which I wouldn't have never done. I guess she felt like that was her friend, so whatever. Me being me, I wouldn't have said a goddamn thing. You wanted him. You wanted to feel like this lady that came in here, this young lady, that you wanted to feel like you was a preference. And you, once you got that treatment that didn't feel so preferential, now you want people to help you cry. I have nothing for you. I have nothing for you. Call me Canada, because they say they finna stop selling Kleenex in Canada. Just call me Canada, because I ain't got no Kleenex for you. None. So anywho, and so that's when she said that, he showed proof. And she kind of like, oh, I ain't know he had showed proof of that and whatever, but he did. And it feel a certain sort of way to me. When I find out you've been lying about one thing, baby, everything sounds like a lie to me. And Lady Constantine Spice, no, she was not given no monkey. And let's be clear, it's never okay to say that a black woman looks like a monkey. It's never okay to say that a black woman looks like a monkey. Matter of fact, go and block this one here too, because I see a theme. Now, if there's a woman that resembles a monkey, it may be your mother, but it wasn't Grace Hamilton. Do not ever feel like it's okay to come in here and address a black woman like that. I don't care if you are black. There's a whole lot of self-hating raccoonish Americans that were born black looking. But y'all get this heifer up out of here. Don't you ever slide your black behind in here or in my presence referring to a black woman as a monkey. And I mean block her now. Get her up out of here. The fact that you boldly saying you black and you don't love yourself no more than that, you get your black behind up out of here. That's what you do. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That probably is the same sicko. You know how they are. But if you are black and you thought that was okay, get your black behind up out of here. Monkey that. Hey, Ali. No, for real. Like Ali, for real. Like I'm annoyed. Like I'm too old and I don't have that sort of patience. Like I have patience for a lot of stuff when I'm trying to understand where a person is coming from. I will bend over backwards and do gymnastics to understand where you're coming from when you got a point. But if your point and your only point is to try to find a way to insult a black woman and use a slur such as to call her a monkey, baby, if you ain't talking about your mammy, don't come up in here talking about it at all. Now, if you want to talk about that whore, I'm going to give you the flow because you know that hoe and I don't. But don't you dare come up in here referring to another black woman as a monkey. Unless, of course, it is your mammy, the monkey that had you. Now, back to what I was saying. I didn't like that. So then Spice made it clear that she felt like Erica tried to sabotage her gala and make it about her. And I agree. I felt some type of way. Even Rashida was looking like, girl, this ain't the place. This is a gala. Like this is something beautiful that's happening for this lady. Why would you come there and try to make it about you? Why would you come there and try to make it about you? Based on what? Because we saw Shekinah Joe tell you that Safari had showed her some screenshots and proof of payment, but she hadn't said nothing about you. So why would you come there and try to ruin her event and make it about you? Is it because you're not accomplishing anything in life other than being a baby mammy and a rag? Ali said, I was so disgusted by the black women caping for Erica. If was blonde, I wonder if they would feel the same way. I mean, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Blonde or brunette, she still ain't black. Let's be clear. She's clear. Clear. DT say, let them know, Shanitra, we don't tolerate tomfoolery like black women slurs of all forms. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. Not over here. I'm going to need you to slide that back to your mammy house. Wrong place. So then Chaotic's little party. Now, this was another scene that was interesting to me for some problematic reasons. There was some problematic things going on in this scene. It was some ghetto things going on in this scene too. Okay? And not only did Spice's um vehement defense of Erica Mena not age well, some of the stuff that went on with Sierra ain't gonna age well either. And we've seen that play out on social media here recently. So Diamond and Mama D real cozy. Mama D kind of messy. You know how she is, but whatever. We didn't see her cut up this season, but I'm just like, Lord have mercy. This is a lot. This is a lot. Mama D is one of the mamas. Don't get close to her, because if that man is tricking and treating, she gonna be friendly with whoever he bring around. So just be aware. Don't ever be thinking the men mamas is your friend. They are not. Do not play yourself. Lord, not the Millennium Monster, Jesus. Aaron Connor, welcome back with your crazy self. Your Cutie Pie 21 says, Bianca, please close the screen door. We having a lot of trolls getting in here. Girl, them ain't trolls. Them flying gnats. Those are gnats. Something to swat at. So, Erica Banks talking about she looking good. She feeling good. She looked crazy, but she said she felt good. Chaotic was giving her the attention she wanted. Amy done peeped out the scene, and she concerned, talking about it looked like it's more than friendship going on between the two of them. They supposed to be just friends, so it shouldn't matter. But apparently it did, because it looked like he was concerned a little bit later on in this scene too. Sierra, she walk up to Chaotic and Erica B talking about y'all look good, and she's telling him, I shouldn't have been mad at you. I should have been mad at Scrap, when she was in his face about what Scrappy was doing. In reality, Sierra, this didn't age well either. You ain't had no business even being mad at Scrappy, because that wasn't your husband. That was Addie's husband. I'm not calling that girl Bambi no more. Her name is Addie. We saw that during Musha. Your name is Addie. That was Addie's husband. That wasn't none of your husband, Sierra. You ain't had no business. You ain't had no business. Whatsoever being in that. Lord, Quiet Storm 87 now went back down memory lane. Say season 1, Mama D was saying Diamond needed to sign a deal with Massengill. Now she buddy with her. Yep, she sure did say that about that girl. She alluded to her having an odor. She alluded to an odor. Now she her friend. That's why I'm telling y'all, don't be trusting them Negroes mamas just because, you know, that's his mama and she nice to you and she let you come and eat some collard greens at her house. Don't you trust that heifer? Because she for her son and she not for you. He'll bring 12 women behind your back and all of them will go over there and meet her and all of them be thinking they the one just like you. So don't fall for that here. Don't fall for that. So then, like I said, that didn't age well. That you ain't even friends with this girl no more. Then Sierra talking about her and him and Erica Banks need to go on get married or whatever. Go on, skip to the next part. Then she tries to talk about the whole Rennie thing with Erica and Erica Banks talking about, oh, you know, she feel bad. Then let her say she feel bad her goddamn self. And I hate to say it, but this one time I agree with Erica Banks. There ain't no kumbaya. Somebody talking to you, she felt away, but she, you know, y'all both were saying slick stuff, but she ain't try to do nothing to you. You did all that, girl. Bye. If you feel away, you say it yourself. Don't send Sierra to say a goddamn thing. And if you ask me, I don't think the girl Rennie sent Sierra to say nothing. I think Sierra just ran her mouth because she like to get in everybody's business. Now, I like Sierra, but Sierra be getting in everybody's business. Like, girl, retract your tentacles. Don't put your tentacles in everybody's business. Like, you can't just do that, because the same people that you get involved with trying to make peace, then they turn on you. Okay? It's not worth it. The same person you defending to turn around and flip it on you. So it's just not worth it. Then we get Chaotic and Scrappy talking about the marriage mess, and they cool. Scrappy looked like he was a little drunk. That ain't worth mentioning. Chaotic see Amy with somebody. He comments talking about some, you know, look at me and look at him, and he act like he felt some type of way, but I don't know. You say Sierra's the new Carly Red. I think so. I believe so. So look, then let's slide on past that. Sierra want to talk with Diamond. Now this is, I promise we're going to get to Skeletor, because y'all here for Skeletor. So that's, you know, we'll talk about that in a minute. But Sierra want to talk to Diamond one-on-one. I just feel like, girl, that's not your place. That is not your husband. Mind your business. Okay, so she act like she checking her about being alone with the man and whatever. And Diamond is like, and something she may have said on social media, and Diamond's like, basically, you forgot the stuff y'all had done said about me, saying all this stuff. Diamond then refers to Bambi or Addie as Horsey. Horsey was hilarious. Apparently, her and Diamond went to school together, so she up here calling her Brittany, and she was like, "Girl, I swear to God, I didn't know that was you. You don't look the same." And so Sierra thought it was a drag to say the girl looked the same as she did back then, but that's not a drag if she still looked the same as high school. Hell, I wish I did, but whatever. Of course, after that, Diamond went straight for the jugular, talking about she ain't had no injections and stuff. But anyway, and Diamond basically let it be known, like when he was mine, she was tricking with him. So now that he hers, I'ma trick with him. And Sierra's like, but that's her husband now. It don't matter. One thing about it, turnabout is fair play. What you do to somebody, don't be surprised if they do it back to you. No honor among thieves. It is what it is. Okay. Shannon, what you say before we go on to Jock now? Say when Diamond told her you look crazy different, I didn't know that was you. I didn't recognize you, and they put the side by side picture. I fell out laughing. Yeah, because Sierra had the nerve to say, I always look the same. You didn't, honey. You were gorgeous then. I don't think she ugly now. I don't. I just think she looked crazy different, just like Lil Brittany / Diamond said. But I never would have guessed they went to school together. But it makes sense. It actually makes sense now. Not that they said it out loud. There's that. And so Diamond was like, first of all, Scrappy ain't your man. And why you checking me? Why you didn't check Horsey when she was trolling Imani online? And Sierra talking about, oh, I could shut you down right now. You can't shut her down because you had no business first in that girl face by somebody else's husband. So that fell flat. But like I said, none of this aged well for Sierra. Just like the Shekinah's defending Erica Mena didn't age well for her. So then we got Jock and Kendra. She up here telling him that she done invited Sierra and Horsey behind his back to his show and knew that Scrappy was gonna be performing or whatever, but it's just kind of what it is. And of course they showed up. Teeth come backstage. Horsey went backstage and everything. Scrappy didn't even look at her, like he was going out his way not to look at her, not to give her no energy. I think that was a very good idea. Them two just avoid each other. But to me, it looked like Bambi wanted energy, and Scrap just didn't have it for her. And yes, Kendra is extremely annoying. Because I feel like you know what Jock is and you steadily whine about it. Just, girl, leave him. You should have never married him. You knew what he was before you did. But so Jock talking about his tension. Of course it is. Like your wife did that. Kendra over there talking with Addie about Scrappy while he's crossed the way, like not even far. And so Jock took him and they left, and Addie was making faces and stuff like, what you making faces for? Of course he left. He don't want to be around you. And Sierra walked up, and of course they talking about Diamond again. They called a girl a bag of bones, and Sierra said she was over there rattling at the album release. And I'm gonna admit that was kind of funny to say that the girl was rattling. She real tiny, but it was the rattling for me. That was funny. It was shady, but it wasn't evil shade. It was funny. I'm gonna give that to him. Then we get to Shekinah, Spice, and Erica. So this is the one that closed the show. This is the one we got to talk about, and a drag has to be had. Yeah, the rattling took me out. How about she over there just rattling? Oh man, it was funny though. It was funny. Aaron says Sierra should have learned about defending friends against their men or lack thereof. Also, Diamond is now double back since what Scrappy did, getting back with her. Yeah, she did. She there. Yes, Shani, I called her teeth. Teeth. Good old teeth. Addie. So, anywho, this scene with Shekinah, and see, Shekinah, first of all, Shekinah engineered this whole mess. Shekinah Joe engineered this whole sit down with Spice and Erica. First of all, Shekinah should have never told them to come sit down. I feel like production may have told her to do that, and they know she messy enough to do so. But this was a sit down that should have never happened, and I'm gonna tell you why. Shekinah was fully aware, while Erica Mena was not fully aware, that Spice already had her number. She knew Spice had already made up her mind, and she knew why she had made up her mind. She knew what information it was based on. So to bring Erica Mena in there with that fake tomfoolery, it wasn't going to work. And the reason I say that is because when Spice had enough of Shekinah's mess and was finna beat Shekinah's tail, when she had to run from her talking about, I don't fight. At the end of the day, you know, Spice don't play with y'all. If she feel like you being fake and phony or nasty, she's gonna tell you. She already feel away. Ain't nothing you gonna tell her to change her mind. And I feel like Shekinah know that firsthand, literally. When Spice was still flying back and forth to Jamaica with her children on a regular basis and was trying to find a house there in Atlanta, and Shekinah was supposed to help her. Y'all remember that time? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. I messed around and that girl had done flew up there from Jamaica with her children. That's why I was laughing at that clown earlier, talking about she was leaving her kids. How? That girl spent so much money on Delta going back and forth. It was sad because that's when she was going to end up beating Shekinah's tail, because she was like, girl, you stood me up and I done spent my money coming up here to find a place for my children because I'm tired of flying back and forth to be with my babies. Y'all remember that? I see the ones. Yep, Spice ain't finna fake it for nobody. Big Leo energy. She wasn't finna fake it for nobody. She wasn't gonna hold her peace, wait till later. None of that. She wasn't gonna do it. That's just not how it's done. But y'all remember that, right? So Shekinah knows firsthand that Grace Hamilton do not play them games. So why the hell would you put them two together, knowing that Erica Mena is a liar? You know for a fact Grace Hamilton do not play with y'all. If she catch you being fake, phony, or lying, she ain't gonna be able to hold it. She gonna call you on it, and she ain't gonna look at this. Look here, y'all. Look at this. We can't hold it with the crying, laughing emoji. They can't. I have had this little girl right here. It has been times I've had to almost sit on her to make her stop. Once they done made up their mind, they done figured out stuff, they can't hold their peace and deal with it later. They got to get it out right then and there. Erica Mena might not know that about Spice. Shekinah does, because she had the jog to get the, well, it wasn't no jog. Let me tell the truth. She had to trot briskly to escape that behind whipping that Grace Hamilton wanted to give her. And then she had to come correct for them to be okay. So, anywho, Erica comes in. Well, before she get there, we see her talking in her confessional, basically saying that Safari lied to Spice. He lied. And no, he didn't lie. And you know what's worse about that? You know what's worse? Well, that's what she did. It wasn't a jog. She trotted. It was a brisk trot. Philly Joint say Erica Mena is a trick. Girl, tell us how you really feel. So the crazy part is Safari's got so much scum on him. He's got scum. He's a scummy little character. He got so much scum on him that we all just automatically, I even believed her. I did. Like, I didn't care. Like, let's be clear. Let me, since she clear, can I be clear? Clear. I believed her, but I just didn't care. I didn't. I ain't care at all. Yvette said, like Saucy Santana. Boy, Saucy Santana had a brisk little trot up out of there. He went marching like Miss Sophia, honey. Miss Sophia. But anyway, he got so much slime on him, like she put that against him, and it was like there was nothing that nobody, I don't think anybody questioned it. We just like Spice said, she just assumed that that's what it was. So she was all set to be like, you supposed to be my friend and I can't respect you and you not taking care of your kids, and for him to hit her with the here go the payment record. And you say number, space, and opportunity at the reunion. I hope to God Grace Hamilton does not disgrace herself fighting with a hood booger like Erica Mena. Amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat. She say, unblack people love to run to our community whenever their true self is a complete train wreck. The stereotype of us being poor, violent, uneducated, and unhealthy makes them feel like it's a safe space. Girl, you better preach. Oh, this girl. Listen, amazing. You on fire tonight. Listen. Somebody pass the collection plate. Take me to the wall. Woo! Autumn. Listen. Amazing is coming with nothing but the truth. You better say it. When they broken, beat up, battered, discarded, and rejected by their own communities because they so problematic. Well, you know, black people is a catch-all because they painted us with this nasty brush. Lord, Amazing is over here letting the spirit use her, girl. None but the right. I trust. None but the right. Listen, I'm about to have church. Amazing up here preaching, child. I can't take no more. I can't. Say, LOL bad. Definitely was believing her at first, but didn't care at all. Yeah, I ain't give a darn. I believed it though. I was like, what's so hard to believe? What's so hard to believe? The man is scummy. You know he was scummy. It's kind of what it is. Like that's his persona. Y'all know what time it is. So why on earth would you think that you were gonna get anything different? Yeah, she been waiting to say that, baby. That monkey was rolling around in her mouth for a while. She probably done said it under her breath a bunch of times. Hell, she probably done said it in front of Safari, and he repeated part of what she said and didn't repeat it all. Thank you so much for supporting the Porch. Child, Amazing is lit tonight. She's telling everything. Yes. Hey, mood makers. Child, girl, it was a trip up in here earlier, child. We had some gnats to come buzzing in the door. Yeah, it slid out real easy. She had been rolling that around in her mouth like some mouthwash. She was waiting to spit that out. Yes, God. Okay, sis, say with pleasure. I sure appreciate it. Say, you take all together. I guess you would say alto. You take alto, I got the soprano part. All right. All we need is a tenor. We got the harmony. But yes. So, anywho, she come on in and she do the little fake smooch with Shekinah, and she tried to fake kiss Spice, honey. Spice for Miss Grace Hamilton, it was a no. Spice turned her head like, girl, I'm not finna play with you. We're not finna make nice and fake nice. It just kind of is what it is. Okay? You say you was listening so good you had to fast forward to catch up. Okay, I'm glad you here. Yeah, she said it with her full chest, Niecy. She meant that. So then she sits down and start talking. You could tell she had done rehearsed it in the mirror, honey. Y'all know we like to sing on the porch when a song fits. And this was Erica Mena, y'all. You ready? I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized. Oh, yes, honey. She came up in there with them memorized lines. She had done rehearsed them in the mirror like her Easter speech, honey. And she was like, you know, what I first liked about you was like the way that you take care of your family, like the way that you do everything that you do for your family to take care of your family, you know, like as a mother. And I have that in common with you, and I can relate to you like that. I said, no, she didn't come up in here with this flattery, pretending to relate as a mother. Girl, please. And it was so cute because Miss Grace Hamilton, honey, Miss Spice, the chocolate Barbie herself, honey, the full-size chocolate Barbie herself, wasn't buying none of it. The whole time she was giving her bombastic side eye, criminally offensive side eye. She never flinched, her face never softened. She walked in there already knowing what time it was, and she wasn't being, as my mama would say, she wasn't finna G-nah-ha. Some of y'all know what I mean, some of you don't. Say she definitely was reciting the script. Yes, she was. She rehearsed them lines till she had them memorized. Mood maker say Mena so washed up and miserable, paying her dust is the way to go. Yes, it is. You say she was reciting the script poorly. Oh Lord! Don't tell me you're gonna foul off the show. That's right, y'all. Hit on the lower right hand corner. The Lord, what them things called? Y'all know the reactions. Go ahead and hit the little reaction bubbles. Let them know you're in the chat now. Let them know you there. Say right, starting off with the foolish. Yeah, came in being fake and phony. And you thought this lady finna play with you. She kind of brought her into that, but neglected to tell her Spice is not the 1, the 2, or the 3. So she kept trying to decide when to turn on the tears. Yeah, she was trying to rev them tears up. Okay, and apparently Spice must be from Jamaica by way of Canada too, because she ain't had no Kleenex for that heifer. She didn't. Vita. Oh, thank you, girl. So Shannon said, did she talk to Drew first to get some points? Well, we know who she didn't talk to, and that was Candace Dillard Bassett, because if so, she'd have had a triangle in her purse. But this heifer came unprepared. You hitting them bubbles, hit them bubbles. Yes, girl, them engagement bubbles. Okay, engaged. Yeah, she was practicing with Drew. That's what, you know what? That's why it wasn't believable. If she'd have did it with Candace, she'd have known how to make it work. She'd have made it, trickle out at the right time. But maybe Candace wasn't available. You never know. So anyway, after that didn't work, Spice was like, look, Spice checked her about trying to ruin her event. Erica was like, oh no, it's not true that I was actually worried about you and me and Sierra and them, the tight face squad, as Scrappy said, we fasted for y'all for 3 days. Now this is where Shekinah was funny. Shekinah get on my nerves. Y'all know she got them raccoonish tendencies there, but Shekinah took me out. When I tell you I was sitting up and I had to lay all the way back and cross my hands across my chest. Why Shekinah call this girl a lie to her face? To her face. She say, girl, y'all ain't fasted. I know what it mean to fast. Y'all ain't did no fasting for no 3 days for Spice. You ain't did nothing but lying. That fool in the confessional talking about if y'all helpers was fasting, you'd have fasted to save that girl marriage. I had to lay all the way down. I could not stay in an upright position. When that fool called that girl a lie to her face, baby, she took your mama out. I wasn't no more good after that. None whatsoever. I'm trying to tell you. First of all, she done already got so little in po. If she missed one more meal on purpose, they gonna have her in the ICU. Yeah, because you ain't fasted for nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Ain't nothing spiritual about you. Because if you'd have been fasting and praying, you couldn't have walked in there and told 45 lies rapid fire without taking a breath. Yes, Niecy, she stopped right there. She couldn't even let her go no further with that lie. She said, you gonna stop that lie right now. Yeah, she kind of took me out. I wasn't no more good. I'm telling you, I had to steady myself to refocus on the screen after that. So she really did, and that is when I like her. Them moments. Yes, those are the moments when she kind of be like, she one of them, she kind of raccoonish, but it's like sometimes the girl's so funny you can't help but to laugh at her, especially when she be on point. That's why I say maybe she mixed. She might be mixed. You hit the flow with that one. It was crazy. I say this fool. And the only thing Erica Mena could say was, you should try fasting. Baby, you fast for the Holy Ghost, not for weight loss. See, that's how we know you wasn't fasting. She tried to make a dig at the girl weight, and it don't change the fact that you ain't did nothing but sat up there and told a pack of lies. Like your daddy, Lucifer. Girl, that, I wasn't no good. I wasn't no good after that. It took me a long time to refocus on the screen. It took me a long time. Ooh, she be funny a lot of times. She crazy. She messy. She can be a little raccoonish, but she is funny a lot of times. Listen, you got to give it to her. She is a key. She really is. So like I say, Erica Mena ain't have nothing left to do but try to take a jug at her weight. Like she kind of knows she ain't no toothpick. So I doubt that hurt her feelings, but she sure told her she lied to her face. So anywho, Erica kept on trying to downplay the situation and denying stuff. And basically was like, I didn't say that. I was just like, you're crying about this, but your wife is about to die and this and that. And so Spice was like, but why would you compare? Because basically what I got from Spice was, girl, I know you lying, but let's just say that that's all you said. Why would you be comparing the two? Because I'm just a friend and you the wife. So why are you comparing the two? As in what? As in what? As in how? Comparing as in what? It didn't make sense. So then she was like, I mean, but if you were in my shoes, you saying that you wouldn't. So Spice was like, what shoes? What shoes are you in? Spice was already fed up with this girl before she got there. This was Shekinah's idea. This was Shekinah's bright idea. Then get her there, and the heifer went to line so bad Shekinah couldn't even hold her peace. Okay? So she was already fed up. So she was like, girl, you act like you the first person to be divorced. You act like you the first person to have to raise a child by yourself. And that's exactly what Erica Mena acted like. And all of the anti-black folks, black women that went along with that crap on social media. Oh, poor Erica. And half of them that was crying for her, they sang a mammies they got darn self. So you basically crying for her because she got the exact same black man that you got. Meanwhile, she thinks she better than you, baby, because she's not black. So she's lording herself around as some sort of a preference to the rejects of the gods. And then when she get the exact same black man you get, we supposed to cry for her collectively. Get the entire hell out of him. So then Spice was like basically telling her, like, girl, I've been doing this for 14 years. And so Erica tried to cut her off and was like, well, I've been doing it for 17, 16. So if, first of all, before we even get to, Spice's response to that, because at that point, Spice was just over her garbage. She was over it. She had enough. She had enough before she walked in. She had enough before she walked in. Okay? Mm-hmm. She had enough before she even walked in. And with her cutting out all talking about, I've been doing it for 17, 16. So let's stop right there. If you've been doing it for 17, 16, I'm saying 17, 16, because that's what she said, it's giving me, do you know how old your baby is? Your baby ain't even old enough for you to forget their age. We don't usually start forgetting children ages till they grown, because they not up under us, which is given that your child ain't up under you. Because, see, we heard that your son is with his daddy, not just that he don't like to be in the limelight as she keep trying to spin it. He ain't up under you. That's when we start losing track of the children age, when we don't look at them every day. Up until them jokers got grown and got out my house, I knew how old my children was. 17, 16. Yes, I heard that stutter. That stutter. That stutter. You don't even know how old your own baby is, but you trying to convince us that you's a good mama. Okay. All right, girl. Okay. So, anywho, that's when Spice was like, you mean your child that don't like you? I understood exactly the point that Spice was making. And that's that Leo stuff. She already fed up. You lying, you playing in her face, you bringing up a child that you not raising. Of course, she told you mean the one that don't like you. That was her letting her know, like, girl, you cut me off to say that, trying to pull a one up. You can't one up me with a child that ain't even in your house. And for the people that keep saying, oh, she talking about her child. No, ma'am, she's talking about Erica's parenting. She didn't say that baby was too tall, too short, too thin, too thick. She didn't say his eyes was too brown, too gray, or too green. She didn't say that he was too sweet, too sour. She didn't say he chewed too fast or too slow. She didn't say he blinked too quick. She didn't say he walked too slow when you call him from the kitchen. She basically talked about her mothering. So somebody talking about your mothering is not talking about your child. Now, that ain't what that word. What it is, she didn't want the girl to mention that. So basically, she not going to let me get away with this. She not going to let me play in her face. She not going to let me come with my pre-recorded Easter speech. So let me just act a fool and try to flip a table. Because you know good and well, if you wanted to get over there to Grace Hamilton, you'd have got over there, you'd have slid over there, and she'd have beat the hell out you. You wasn't trying to go get that behind whipping. You wanted to flip a table and act like a loud, ignorant, you know who. I ain't going to call her what she is. I ain't gonna do it. Say mentioning you have a child is not talking about your child. It sure ain't. And people need to get off that bull crap. She talked about your mothering. The fact that your child don't do you is not talking about your child. It's talking about your lack of a relationship with this child that you tried to use in this gaslit conversation as a one-up. Now, that's what the hell she was talking about. Catherine Bennett say when taking them to them appointments, you know how old they are. You got darn right. You don't know how many physical forms and shot records and crap I done filled out. Papers for school every year. They send that packet home and give you carpal tunnel the first 2 days. How the hell would you not know how old them little jokers is? You be wishing you didn't know. Birthday time come, you over there, most of us sweating bullets. Like, Lord, what is we gonna do this time? Because see, some of us was real mamas raising our children. Some of us was throwing parties for the grown people and the children at the same time because you want them helpers to stay around with their kids. Don't just drop their children off to your child party. So you got to cook a whole dinner for the grown people just to have hot dogs, hamburgers, and pizzas and stuff for the children. You got to set up games. You got to buy a store-bought cake for the kids, and you got to bake two or three cakes and a couple of tater pies for the grown people and have a deck of cards and some liquor so they'll stay there. Well, you know what? I'm telling my business now. But I'm just saying, some of us was real mama. Some of us was making goodie bags and popping up to the school, checking teachers and sliding up on our kids. And some of us was going to games and track meets and weightlifting meets and football practices and showing up the games tired. Some of us was taking our children to church, and I do mean taking them and not sending them on Sundays and Wednesday nights. Some of us was at home with our babies, teaching them how to pray and how to wash a dish and cook a pan of cornbread. So no, you don't get to pretend like you's a mama because you actually pushed him out. Now, you might be a mammy, but you don't get to pretend you a mama. And I think that's exactly what Spice was letting her know, baby. Don't come to me. Don't come to me talking about, oh, I've been doing it for 17, 16. Miss, I don't even know how old my goddamn baby is. Erica Mena's full of crap, and that's exactly what Miss Grace Hamilton was letting her know. That's what she was letting her know. Catherine say, also, Erica brought up mothering in the first 2 minutes of the convo. She sure did. Yes, she did. So once you open the door's open. Once you open the door is open. Ain't no need crying because the door open. You talking about mothering. Now we talking about the mothering and the fact that you ain't been doing it. Jazzy J say, listen, my baby a toddler and it breaks my heart when she choose daddy over me. Well, you still a rookie now, Jazzy J. You still a rookie. But congratulations. Listen, them rookie years is the bomb. It get tough when they get bigger. BB say soccer, volleyball, football, and swimming. Girl, listen, we done been there, girl. We done been there. We done been there. Say Spice ain't healed enough to fight, and she know that. I think that's what she was banking on, but Spice was trying to get loose from them people. I think Spice would have beat her tail and just been holding an ice pack to her belly. Because I know I would have. If I could have slid past, I'd have told them people tail up. And the fact that Spice was trying to get out the door, she was like, just let me go outside. And they wouldn't let her go outside. I feel like that's false imprisonment. You don't have a right to detain anybody. Y'all are not the police. Yeah, you got to teach them. Oh, girl, listen, that driving, it make your nerves bad. It's, Jesus. Listen, but, and that's the thing. Some of us have been real mamas. Some of us have been real mamas. So it's kind of insulting when a heifer that's been a part-time mama start trying to put her bosoms on the table like y'all equals. Y'all ain't equal and we ain't the same. Y'all ain't equal and we ain't the same. She threw that hissy fit because she wanted to stop Spice from talking because Spice was finna give it to her blood raw. Okay? Shannon, what you say? Real mama over here. Listen, shout out to all the real mamas. Matter of fact, all the real mamas in the chat, y'all put a heart in the chat if you're a real mama. Love to all the real mamas. Throw them hearts up. Throw them hearts up. Hell, we do a hell of a job, and it's a thankless job. Them children don't even appreciate you till you grown. They think we the meanest dragons on the planet until they get grown. If you a real mama, throw them hearts in the chat. Because see, whores like Erica Mena can't sit at the table with us. Whores like her can't sit at the table with us. That's why she up there throwing tables, because she ain't got a seat at the table. She don't know what it mean to be a real mama. That's why she crying now, because she actually got to raise these. See, that first boy, she could give him to his daddy. This time, she got a baby daddy that ain't worth a darn, and he ain't finna take the child. You gonna have to actually raise this one. That's why that hooker crying. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? I see the mamas in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't let nobody fool y'all like, oh, you can't call out because a heifer trying to sit at the table with you and y'all ain't cut from the same cloth. Call them hoes out. Because quiet is kept. We need to start calling them out more often so they can actually raise their children instead of letting them grow up to be wild animals that's terrorizing the community. Real mamas need to start making noise and letting them tramps know you can't sit at the table with us because you ain't doing the job. Erica Mena is crying. She thought she was a preference and got the same black man that every other black woman gets. And now that she actually got to raise her children, she up here crying tattoo tears. Shout out to the mamas. Vet said it makes sense why Spice read her for filth in the airport months ago. Yes, it does. Yep, and I see why. I see why. Uh-huh. Yeah, they don't. They don't, and she can't. She can't sit at the table with us. You ain't welcome. Ain't no room for you. Ain't no room for you. Ain't no room for the likes of you at the table with real mamas. Ain't no room for you, honey. Grace Hamilton hopping on flights, running back and forth to Jamaica to see about hers until she could buy her babies a house in Atlanta and move them right up under her. Something that the likes of a Erica Mena might not never know nothing about. And what's even more interesting, y'all, what's even more interesting to me, Fifi ASP says, thank you so much for the cash app. That's so sweet. I'm going to put that on that peach daiquiri. Let me send a heart back. Yes, because I'm going to need one. I'm going to need one. After all this. But what's even more interesting is that all it took was for her to get mad because she couldn't play in that woman's face. All it took was for her to get mad because Spice called her on the fact that when people start calling for real mamas to stand up, that she need to keep her seat. All it took was for her to get mad, for her true colors to show. The fact that you get mad and the first thing come out your mouth is a racial slur, you been saying that. That wasn't her first time calling a black person a monkey. That wasn't her first time doing that. She's done that before. She was way too well versed in the fact that she called her a monkey and then reiterated a blue monkey. And then, then Erica sitting up there screaming and hollering, that she was sick and she, that Grace disgraced herself. I'm gonna forever have beef with her. And, I'm like, whatever. Then you got Spice shooting it right back at a child. She say, it serves you right. She say, Safari is your karma. And he is. He is. Sometimes you could be such a terrible person, honey. The Lord will let the devil walk right up and hand you a wedding ring. It'll happen. So I ain't think about that. That's probably why I'm telling you, that's why she mad. That's why she mad. Because she's been able to just kind of insinuate herself in the spaces where she don't belong. She's been able to usurp spaces of black women, and Spice put that gate up and said, no, you can't sit at the table with the mamas, honey. That's not who you are. You're not that. So I had two graduate college on the same day, but still continuing education. I'm still stuck with them. Girl, listen, one thing about mamas, we stuck forever, and real mamas don't mind. Real mamas don't mind. We ain't sitting up looking at the clock trying to see when we can clock out. We mother our children until they don't need mothering no more. That's what mamas do. Again, something that the likes of a Erica Mena would never know nothing about. She can't sit at the table with us. She can't sit at the table with us. Screaming and screaming and screeching like an outbreak monkey with a vein on your forehead. Hoe hopping all across VH1 don't make you a mama. Lord, leave it to Marquise. Marquise say, don't forget Bow Wow and Rich Dollars. Child, how can we? Don't forget DJ Envy while he married to his wife, Old Beige Rage. And then she kind of missed the boat again. Talking about some, well, I can't believe Erica said that your kids is Jamaican. What if somebody said that? Like, Shekinah, you missed the boat, sweetheart. This is not about Spice being a Jamaican. This is about Spice being black. I say, Lord, leave it to Shekinah. Leave it to Shekinah Joe to miss the whole point of what's going on. And then Erica starts screaming monkey again. So she didn't say it once, twice. She said it 3 times. And Spice was like, this proves that Safari was not lying. And it absolutely does prove that Safari was not lying. Her outburst proved it. The fact that all it took was for you to get aggravated and that's what came out your mouth. I done been married with black women plenty of times. I'm black. Most of the people I'm around black. The people I talk to black. Folks I argue with be black. When I used to argue way back then. But it ain't never slid out my mouth to call them nothing like that because that's not how I talk about my folks. By the time you get mad and stuff start falling out your mouth, that's the truth serum. That's what you've been saying. Now, when we really get down to it, I put the StreamYard in the chat. Y'all welcome to hit it and come and say your piece. I'm sure y'all may have something to say. Y'all might want to keep typing, but I got something to say. But let's talk about why the likes of a Erica Mena would be making it her business. Skeletor, if you would make it her business to want to push herself into the spaces of black women. And why all of a sudden now she want to be seen as a mother. Because once again, now that she's gotten the exact same black men that black women get, now it's okay. Now I'm like y'all. I'm a baby mama like y'all. So now let me slide into that space. But see, heifers like her, hookers like her, because I feel like heifer is an upgrade for this trash. Hookers like her want to slide into black spaces while hating you black people. Is because they bottom of the barrel with their own folks. They people don't want them. So they push their way into here. They push their way into black spaces. Because the spaces where they belong ethnically, they the bottom of the barrel. Ain't nobody over there looking for her. Because they not looking for her. And because she can't get the cream of the crop over there, she come over here and grab the bottom of the barrel. And try to parade that around, hoping that black women gonna feel some type of way, looking for an ego boost because your self-esteem is real bad. You feel a certain type of way that you had to jump across the fence to get somebody to make you feel special. See, let's really talk about it, Skeletor. You substandard at best. If it was a black woman that looked like that, people would crack jokes all day. Y'all ain't quit picking at Sexy Red yet, talking about that girl look like Young Thug. And when she said that, talking to Funny Marco, I felt so bad because she said that made her feel bad and she didn't like that. So, and she don't look like no Mena. She got a shape on her. Now, she say some stuff that's kind of questionable. But Erica Mena don't look no better than her, but don't nobody attack this thing. We actually had a gnat fly into our chat to try to explain to us why somebody as bad as Grace Hamilton should be jealous of Skeletor with the vein. On what planet? DH, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, give me one margarita. Thank you so much for the super chat, DH. I appreciate the support, honey. But that's the whole thing. It's like you already feel some type of way about how you look. You already know that them looks ain't looking. That's why you slid over here. And you was just hoping if you occupy black spaces while trying to cosplay as a black woman, that maybe you could benefit from the colorism that exists in our community, and people just forget that you ain't black altogether. You trying to get a pseudo a synthetic ego boost from the sickness in black folks community. Like, girl, you know you're not that girl. You know you're not that girl. What is your talent? You can't sing, you can't dance, you can't write, you can't act. Now, hoeing is a talent. It is the world's oldest profession, baby. But you know you subpar in everything you do. You last place in everything. Absolutely. Uh-oh, Shanny. Hey, girl.
How are you this evening? How are you?
Child, I'm all right. I'm going to be better when I go get my daiquiri. Tell them what you think about this trash.
A couple of daiquiris, because somebody was stressing you out or trying to stress you out.
Okay, that's what I say. After all that aggravation, Shanny, I got to drive through the daiquiri hut. That's why I say I got a little bit of time, but not much, because I'm going to slide through there.
Oh, okay. Well, you were saying, what has Erica done? Didn't she come on here in New York to try to do her quote unquote music career? Where's that career at?
Child, what music career? Her whole career?
Wasn't Spice at the Grammys? Why would she be jealous of Skeletor?
Not only that, Spice been in the game so long, it's ridiculous. She got old school hits, new school hits. Spice been in the game.
Exactly.
Since the days of Vibes Cartel, she been in the game. So we ain't even gonna play like she can't sit at the table with her when it comes to talent. She cannot sit at the table with her when it comes to being a mother. She can't sit at the table with her when it comes to being a woman. She cannot sit at the table with her when it comes to being black, because Spice authentically is black, and this heifer was trying to cosplay, and she sure can't sit at the table with her when it comes to looks. Not
She's not even allowed in the room.
Thank you. Hey, Tammy.
And I don't know if you saw it. So she let the father or whoever raise the oldest son.
Yeah.
She gives me, okay, I'm gonna show you I'm a good mom, but you do it for TV. You kind of give me that. I might be wrong, but you give me that you're a mom to the little ones for TV.
Well, the thing is, Shannon, can we be real, sis? You mind if we be real for a minute? Can we be real?
Please, always, no bullshit, nagalagging.
That's what I'm talking about, shenanigans. So look, she ain't being a mama for the TV. She being a mama because this time she ain't got no choice.
Isn't Safari's mom still here? Wouldn't she have snatched those babies
up? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She got them children because she ain't got no choice. That's what she mad about, boo. That's what she crying about. She ain't got no choice this time. The daddy ain't responsible. Grandma might babysit, but you gonna take them picnic when you leave. That lady's not finna raise your children for you. That's what she mad about. That's why she want all the sympathy in the world. That's why everybody, them lady that sat up talking about that, oh, Safari want her hair to look like my hair. Dog fur.
She thought she was gonna get a bag from him when they got divorced.
Yep, that's what she thought. And when she found out she was getting that child support check, and I know some ladies that have been happy for $6,000 a month. I don't know why she crying.
I could have made that work with my son.
Hello.
Hello. Made that work.
Girl said, because some of us divorced at a time and we raised our children on our own. It wasn't a penny nor a pound from nobody.
Hello.
It was out the mud and off the muscle.
And doing it when you have no mother or no father here to help you. So
well, I can't say that, honey, because MN Field was my support system, and my life ain't been the same since God took both of them from me. I can't never say that, because I could work any shift I wanted to, and my daddy, Philip Smith, was going to drive to whatever school my children was at, pick them up for me, feed them, and let my children run all over him, because he wasn't finna discipline nobody.
See, that's cool.
So yeah. I can't say none of that. But I'm just saying a whole lot of us had to get it out the mud and off the muscle.
Exactly.
And not only that, a lot of us got too much pride to ever run to a courthouse and beg a man to feed our children because they ours. I wish I would.
I can ask you. If you say no, then you know what?
I ain't asking you a goddamn thing. Anyway. Let me tell you something. Children are a precious commodity. I'm not going to ask nobody to help me share my blessing. These mine. They belongs to me. That's why they look like me. They mine. Now,
I
if you
showed you
give
a picture
something,
of
I ain't
my
gonna turn it.
son.
Now, if you hand me something, I ain't gonna turn it down because I feel like they gotta eat every day. They need clothes every day. They need shoes every day, drawers, socks, all that. And if you don't care enough to put nothing in, I ain't gonna beg you because they mine. Whatever they turn out to be, that's gonna be my pat on the back and not yours. But I digress. You got La Cucarachas like Erica Mena running to the courthouse, thought she was going to, run up a bag. And them people told her $6,000 a month. And she threw a hissy fit on social media when I know girls getting $25 a week.
$50 a month.
Mm-hmm. Stuff like that.
$50 a month.
Stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
And she expected that to be doubled. She got the 6, but you was asking for 12, 20 a month.
Child, she was probably really looking for a bag. She was really looking for a bag. BB said, I like Shanitra because she reminds me of the times when I was growing up. I spent some years in Texas, but in Cali, 6K in child support won't make it. Well, good thing she ain't in Cali. Because I know women don't get nothing, and I'm one of them. And I raised mine. Well, I might add, too. And sometimes I know, and hold on, and in the words of Muddia, Shannon, there was times I didn't know where my next husband was coming from.
I remember running up that Sears credit card bill because he needed some clothes and I had no money.
Girl, I ain't run up no Sears credit card bill. I'm from Ocala. I ran up that money and found them boosters. I'm gonna pay you 4. You go grab 8. Like that's how we gonna do this. See, some of us really got it out the mud, hun. Some of us did. So no, a whore like Erica Mena could never sit at the table.
You're not allowed in the room.
Yeah, that whole in the room. Girl, if I catch her on the front porch, I'm gonna throw a rock at her. Jay speaks. Hey, boo. She say just subscribe. A real mama representing. That's what I'm talking about. Real mamas, y'all got to stand up and let these tramps know they can't sit at the table with us. They can't do what we do. Hey, Nina. But that's the whole thing. Like, that's what that was all about. And then the fact that she said it not once, not twice, but 3 times, I would love to see how that's going to work. And it looked like in the upcoming episode, Skeletor is going to really have to deal with some stuff because Spice them get... Yep, they let everybody know about the primate talk.
About you saw the monkey sounds, right?
Yeah. Making the sounds and stuff.
You'd have probably called a ninja.
Yes, she would have.
If the cameras wasn't around. I think you would probably, she caught herself with them cameras, but if they wasn't around, she would have called her a stupid ninja.
Girl, she'd have said them all.
Mm-hmm.
She'd have said them all.
Because I remember when she was back in New York, and she told Rich Dollars, you can't handle my mouth, MFer.
Yep.
So I know there was more stuff wanted to come out of her mouth.
Oh, yeah. She wanted to say some stuff. That's why I say she ain't nothing but trash. I want to see how this work when everybody else find out about it. I'm curious. Curious.
Bambi, but what do you have to say? I know you're not as dark as Spice, but you still are a black woman, right? A light-skinned black woman.
Talking about the Nat from earlier.
I'm talking about Teeth. What Teeth got to say
Teeth.
about the friend
calling
a black woman a monkey?
You know, Teeth ain't got no self-respect. She's still friends with that thing. You see, she just went to jail with her.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. That's just what that is. BB say, OMG, I'm laughing and crying at the same time. She can't sit with us. She should cut back on her face filler fun. Yes, she should. Spend that money on your babies and spend time with them too. Do your job, ho. Do your job. And you won't be around here crying because you still laying up with this man and he done hurt your feelings. He wasn't no good and you knew it before you married him. Even say they better not try to downplay it and keep on the show. They sure better not. Y'all know I like some stuff to push people to the limit. Now you got to deal with it. I'm gonna tell you something. The fact that they on MTV, I don't see this going so well. Virgin Love say some like people say the N word and think it's okay. They do because they say it in front of some black people that don't check them. Because you say it in front of me, you got one warning. You got one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Remember Evelyn Lozada? That's all she said.
Yeah.
Ninja, 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 ninja. That's all she said. And figured, oh well, I'm from the Bronx in Brooklyn, so I can say it.
No, you might want to be careful. Might want to be careful. And she got mad because OG busted her out. Shout out to OG. Lord. Joy say she hollering. Lord. And True Wisdom, I don't know if that thing pregnant or not. Who knows? Your cutie pie 21. Your cutie pie 21 say Erica feel like she entitled and thought that this would never happen to her. That's what it is, sis. She most definitely can't sit at the table with us real mothers and stay off them tabletops fighting. Thank you. Thank you, Hood. Listen, Hood boogers, stay off the tables.
Hood boogers.
We use those. Listen, Hood booger Erica. We use the tables to feed the children. Okay, we don't climb on those.
But how are you pregnant, but you're barely standing up drunk? But you pregnant?
Well, she told them people she was pregnant.
When they was arrested. To figure out how does that work? Because you're intoxicated in the club and about to be arrested. The cop can see how drunk you are.
But let me ask you. Let me ask you something. You've heard of fetal alcohol syndrome, right? So you're aware that there's women who drink while they're pregnant. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we are talking about somebody who cannot sit at the table with real mothers. So it's highly possible.
I'm hoping she ain't busy enough to do that.
Look here, I wouldn't put it past her, would you? Y'all you giving her too much credit. I don't put it past her. When I heard that she told them people she was pregnant and she was drunk fighting and biting the police, she looked like she bite people too. I wasn't shocked at all. Vet says she told a policeman she was pregnant. Yes, she did. Told him she was pregnant. That man should have got checked for rabies. You got to get that shot.
She bit him twice.
Listen, I would have demanded a rabies shot and have her locked up and check her.
And I need a tetanus shot.
I need a rabies shot right in my stomach. And I need y'all to give her one too, because she's a rabid whore. Yeah, that's shameful. I ain't seen Krishan drunk. And why you just randomly throw that girl name in this when we talking about this non-black hooker? Erica teeth been getting bigger and bigger. Nah, baby, that ain't what that. Let mama explain it to you. It's not that her teeth is getting bigger. It's that the skin wrapped around her skull is shrinking and getting tighter and tighter. So it looks like her teeth are protruding. That's what's going on. The heifer is emaciated and she looks gaunt. That's what's going on. But so that's why it looked like, you know how after dead bodies, the skin starts to retract. It looked like the hair and nails is growing. That's what's going on.
Mm-hmm. The back this way.
She's the corpse bride. Virgin Love said that fool ain't pregnant. Maybe not no more. Maybe she never was. We know she lied. Ain't like we don't know. We know she lied, girl. I'm just saying if she wasn't, I'm just saying if she was pregnant, it wouldn't shock me. Like I wouldn't put that past her. We know she ain't mother of the year. We know that. Since she want to pretend like somebody. But look, since she want to pretend like somebody talking about her trifling, her being trifling as a mama is talking about her child. Let me talk about her mother in a whole lot. Let me talk about her mother in a whole lot. See, real mamas don't be on TV fighting and scratching and screaming and flipping tables and calling people monkeys. That ain't what mamas do. Mamas have their children in bed at a certain hour and they give them baths at night and teach them how to pray. And mamas try their best to act like ladies in public because they don't want their daughters to act like hood rats. That's the kind of stuff mamas do. You know, we gotta outline that because you know whores like Mena wouldn't know it. What's up, Catherine?
Oh,
hey, what's going on? I just wanted to say my piece real fast. I was just commenting on another platform about the whole debate.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, baby.
About how it could have been a real conversation
Yeah.
if
But
the
see,
two
she,
ladies were talking
yeah, I agree. Go ahead, baby.
about their own mothering. Like if
But see, Catherine, she didn't want to have a conversation about mothering because she don't have no experience.
Can I say this real
Okay,
quick?
okay, let me explain it to you. Catherine, let me tell you something about me. I make soap, okay? I make lye soap, and I'm good at it. Catherine, have you ever made a bar of lye soap?
I can't say that I have.
Okay, so how awkward would it be if I try to engage you in a conversation about making lye soap when you ain't got no experience doing that?
It'd be real foolish.
See that?
But it's crazy to think that she actually had a child
Yeah.
and like went through the process, like grew the
Yes.
child.
Mm-hmm.
And like on the other, like, have you ever seen Love and Hip Hop New York?
Yes.
Like so like you've seen her, like she's done scenes with her older child
Yeah.
and like a quite a couple. But I don't think like when she like moved to when she came down here, that's when she stopped doing scenes with him. Or actually no, her son's still in New York. I don't know with which family member, but he's not shooting with her anymore.
He's
He with his
traumatized,
daddy, what
according
they
to her.
say. They say that boy with his daddy.
With daddy, with grandmother, but I think
Everybody
obviously
but her.
I think that's obviously why it's a sore spot. So I think that's what I guess the Erica defenders are saying. Like
That's you.
if I guess that's why if people would have if Erica had engaged her in saying, "Oh, like that's why your child's not with you," it could have been a fair fight. Obviously, she would have lost that fight too, because she goes back and forth to Jamaica every
Well,
five
she got her
seconds.
children with her now. She went back and forth until she could get a house to put them in, and she did it quickly. And as soon as she did, she
Exactly.
brought her children from Jamaica to Atlanta.
That's why I said she would have lost that fight too, because that's
Cause
exactly
she
what
ain't
Spice
no
would have said.
mama. She ain't no mama. And see, here's the other thing for the clowns, and I mean that, who are defending that stray dog, Skeletor, that mangy mutt. First of all, she's the one that made a conversation about what she said wrong about Spice about motherhood. That they didn't come there to talk about motherhood. They came there so she could explain why she tried to ruin Spice's moment at her gala, why she said those nasty things she said about her because Safari said that he was crying over her and thought she was gonna die, and why she lied and got caught and felt some type of way about people seeing them text messages and proof of payment. That's what they came to talk about. See what had happened was Erica Mena, the stray mutt, tried to make the conversation about motherhood in an attempt to make a straw man argument and got checked at the door because Grace Hamilton wasn't having it. You can't talk about motherhood with an actual mother when you ain't one. Ain't nobody tell her to open that door.
And get trampled on the way out.
Thank you. Get drug out by the scruff of her neck.
Didn't Spice have her kids all summer also?
But the lady always
And
had
sent
her
them back
children
to school? Yeah, but she only sent them back for school.
and was going back and forth.
Exactly.
That's like saying a mama, you working at the hospital during the week, you only get to hang out on the weekends. No, that's called being a mama and earning a check for your babies. Even say people can't mention that you don't have a kid because it's a soul spot. Right. You should have had him with you. Or better yet, stop trying to have conversations about motherhood when we ain't talking about that, especially when you ain't been one. Hey, Pink Rosa. I'm
You
just
did.
sick of these people with their foolishness.
Because when I be looking in the chats, everyone's been saying that, like, oh, she should have mentioned, like, you brought up the motherhood. Why'd you bring up her child? She shouldn't ever mention that. I'm just like, within the first 2 seconds of the conversation, that was the first thing out of Erica's mouth. Like, I really admire your mothering. So if that's the door you open, sis,
It's
like you
over.
said, like, you got drug out.
Yep, because she came in there trying to be fake and phony with a rehearsed speech, hoping to tug at heartstrings. All of us are not easily manipulated.
Scrappy
All of
didn't
us are not.
or throw a drink in your face when you mentioned his kids in the club in front of everybody.
Right.
And he
Right.
asked you about your kid, and he got up in her face and was like, "What about your son? What about your oldest son?"
But you know what? Spice had mentioned that on social media. She was like, it wasn't none of that energy for Stevie J and them talking about you and your child.
Exactly.
What it was is she said something real slimy about Spice, and she's mad because Safari told it, and she was mad because she could not continue to manipulate, and then she got red hot, hotter than fish grease when Spice stopped her at the door. We not finna talk about no mothering because we don't sit at the same table, honey. You don't even have your baby.
I think it was twofold because A, it was because she got heard from a real mother about
Yep.
mothering, and B, she realized she realized that Spice could have only got that information from Safari.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, it was the fact that one thing about manipulative people, when they see that their manipulation is not working, that whole Easter speech was her trying to establish some kind of common ground with Spice so she could manipulate her and lie. When Spice shut that down, she got frustrated, and then we got to act out. And then we get to find out how she really see black folks.
She had no words for Spice's truth.
Yeah, exactly. There was no rebuttal for the truth. So what we got was the barfly alley cat who flips tables and screams and calls people's monkeys.
And it went from zero to racist real quick.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
Thank
like
you, girl. What'd you say, Catherine? From what to what?
it's zero to racist. It's not even like, oh, like you a hoe. It's like, oh, you're a monkey, huh?
Yep, straight to racist, honey. Straight
It's
to
not even
racist.
like we gonna scrap. It's like I'm gonna flip a table and call you a monkey. We can't even
There you
fight.
go.
I gotta call you a monkey.
Which, you know what that says to me? That says you probably was calling her that in the car on the way over there, but you was like, let me make nice and try to suck it in, and then I'm gonna just tell her whatever and see if she'll be on my side. Yvette says she can't claim to be a single mama for 15, 16 years if paternal grandparents are bringing up your child. Girl, you better say it again. You better say it again. Because one thing about me, that I have never allowed a heifer that didn't raise her children to sit down and have no conversation with me about mothering. I didn't care if it was my own sister. I shut it down. If I was the one bathing, cleaning, and putting your child to bed, don't come talking to me about being no mama because you wasn't one. Bianca said, I know that's right, Joy speaks. Cheers to you and your baby. I know that's right, Joy. Mm-hmm.
You peep how she said, "Oh, we were fasting for you, praying for you to get better."
Yeah, lying.
The next breath, you tell us what woman? Oh, you should have died on the table.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I thought you was in a prayer circle
You
fasting for me,
fasting
but
and
I
going
should
up.
have died.
Exactly. Not you.
Okay.
Child, first of all, anybody, like I say, anybody that can sit up there and fire off all them rapid fire lies back to back, you ain't prayed to nobody but Satan.
I mean, that's why Shekinah almost felt. Shekinah was like, "Oh, hold on, let me stop you in the middle of the lie." And Shekinah
Yeah,
always acts a fool and cracks and kikis, but she's like,
she was like, you gotta stop that one now. I can't let you slide with that one.
Yeah,
she's like,
he's
we can't kiki cackle right now.
a whole nother lie right there.
We can't.
To me, that's the upgrade. When you start lying and putting the Lord in it, that's the upgrade.
She's like, Jesus might strike this table down. I haven't even had my apps.
Yeah, you know.
Those are
That
the
part,
prayers
you
you
know.
don't want, Spice. Those are the prayers you don't want or need.
Yeah,
was like,
don't
I
do
want my
that.
calamari. Like, we need the table to be intact right now. Like, bruh.
Mhm.
She's like, I want Jesus to stay out of this right now.
Yeah, girl got to eat. Y'all, you up here playing.
Diamond told Sierra, you look so different. I didn't recognize you at all.
She wasn't wrong. That Sierra do look different. She was such a pretty girl, and like I said, I don't think she ugly now. I just think that she changed her face a lot. And why she was so offended at that girl saying she looked different, I don't know.
Diamond still has on them kitten heels from 8th grade.
I don't care what kitten heel she got on. The fact that Sierra was sitting up there trying to act like it was some kind of
It
clowning
wasn't an
moment to say she
insult.
looked exactly the same. Sure. I mean, like I said, and I own up to it. I wish I looked like I did at 16. May God have mercy on everybody if I could look like I did at 16. BB say I think this a touchy subject. It ain't no touchy subject. It might be a touchy subject for heifers who don't raise their children.
I'm gonna drop down because my phone's dying.
Oh, that's your
But y'all
phone.
have a good
Okay,
night.
love.
Good
Thank
night,
you
Miss
for
Bennett.
popping up. I appreciate you, love. Bye, girl. Yeah, Sierra do look way different. She don't look like herself at all. She don't. She's like I say, she still don't look bad to me, but she don't look like herself like she used to look.
Yeah, you can tell you
Virgin
did
Love,
some things in your
Virgin
face.
Love say Erica's evil, no doubt. That's why the Kiki. Now that's the Kiki. She fasting 1 minute and wishing mortality. Diamond read the heck out of her. Baby Diamond read Sierra cover to cover, and I love me some Sierra, but Diamond wore her out. Diamond wore her out so bad she couldn't do nothing but leave.
Diamond walked
Yeah.
up there ready for it.
Yep, the baby says Sierra's sensitive because she know it's true. Yeah, Diamond was ready because Diamond saw that mess they had to say about her for no reason. Like, Sierra, that ain't your man, and why you talking bad about this girl and you don't know her? Lord DS, go back to that corner. Talking about Sierra don't recognize herself no more. Have mercy. I can't. Nisa says she's a complete 360 change. Yeah, around the world and back again. That's right. Talking is faster than typing, but don't tell them Bianca because I'm sure finna slide through that hood. Let me let y'all hear them keys jangling.
And I gotta go walk these dogs. They in my face.
I'm letting y'all hear them jingle bells
Have a
because
good
I'm sure
night,
finna get you a
everyone.
drink. All right, bye, Shanny. I'm gonna read a
Be
few
safe
more
out
comments
there.
before. All right, I appreciate you. Love you back, sis.
All
I'm
right.
gonna read a few more comments before I slide to that daiquiri hut because I feel like it's a peach night. It's a peach night, so I'm gonna slide and get that peach. Your cutie pie 21 said a real mother would have done exactly what Spice done. Come and got a good, safe place for your children to lay their heads before you bring them somewhere, and you don't know where you gonna stay. That's right. Mamas always do that. Plenty of mothers will go and prepare a place first and then get their children. That's what real mamas do. We don't just put our children in harm's way. BB say, I mean, the colorist talk is touchy. It makes me mad that people still don't get the preference, can get left like everybody else. I guess, but this wasn't even a colorist conversation because that thing ain't black. Colorism happens within our community and other different communities, but this ain't about colorism. This is racism. This is the big sister, not the little sister. Even say this isn't a color. There you go. So she said what her mama said. So see, that's what happened when you raise your children. Shannon said I made peach iced tea today. Well, I ain't finna make it, but I'm sure finna drive through and get one. And let me see so I can get it right. And my sis Fifi sent me something on my peach daiquiri, and I'm sure finna go get it. That's what I'm finna do. Thank you, girl. That's right. So that's all I got on that. That was all I had to say about that ragged, rabbit, mangy, flea-bitten whore, Erica Mena. The fact that you felt like you were comfortable enough in black spaces where you make your coin because them Latina spaces don't want you there. See, they wouldn't pay you a plug nickel. But you make your money in black spaces and you felt comfortable enough to sit up and call that black woman a monkey. Isn't that special? So, yeah, for the likes of her, I have no understanding. You are a piece of trash. mother. You are you are a trash behind mama. You ain't raising your baby. You crying because you got to raise the other two. Your feelings is hurt because you can't believe that he treated you just like men treat black women. See, you thought you was better. And you proved that you thought you was better because you was comfortable calling the black woman a monkey. But this man made it painfully clear to you that you ain't no better. And he ain't gonna treat you no better either. I hope you can deal with that because that's your reality, okay? So look, y'all, I'm finna go. I done said everything I want to say. I done got it off my chest. I got keys in hand, jingle bells, and I'm going to get me a good cold one, and I'm gonna come back here and relax. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I appreciated you, and y'all. I especially want to thank you all for maintaining a modicum of cool when we were visited by some unpleasant characters. So I appreciate y'all holding yourselves together and not becoming completely unraveled by the foolishness. Just always remember, like, as black women, we don't really have allies like that. So you can't be shocked when people feel like it's cool to say certain things about you. Okay? So anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow unless something real crazy go on tonight. I will not be back tonight, but I'm going to get my drinky drink and I'm going to come back and put my ankles up and relax for just about a minute. But I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Please, please, please hit that like button on the way out if you did not hit that bad boy on the way in. Make sure you hit the notification bell and click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this good porch. Also, if you haven't become a subscriber, subscribe. We'd be happy to have you. This is a place where you can feel comfortable. You can't come in here with no anti-black rhetoric or no anti-black woman rhetoric, but you can come in here and laugh, kiki, crack a joke, have a good time. We're gonna gossip, talk about real stuff and everything. So if you want to be a member, or not just a member, you just want to subscribe, we'd be happy to have you here. You are welcome here. You are wanted here. Okay. Also, if you want to join channel membership, put that good crown by your name, have access to royal family emojis, be able to participate in our events and have your birthdays and special days celebrated here on this porch. Make sure you join channel membership. There is a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box of this video, and also in the description box is the link for Royal Family merch. If you want to get your merch on, go ahead and click that link. You can get you some t-shirts, wife beaters, hoodies, water bottles, even onesies for the babies, honey, so y'all can rep that green and white Royal Family all day, every day. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. And remember, if nobody else says it to you, honey, God loves you. I love you. It ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye now.